as we always do, we have a recap of last time's episode. And this time, I think, so if you recall in the first episode, Erna gave us a very detailed recap. Well, get ready for a very different feel. Because today's recap is coming from the point of view of our own Reggie.
Woo!
Yes, hello. Hello? Yes, this is Reginald. Yes, so here's what's been happening. So there was a fire, and Dr. Smith was in that fire, and we had the police join our group and interview us and ask us questions and insinuated we had something to do with it, but obviously we didn't. We got a telegram right afterward from Dr. Smith, and he had us come and visit him in his hidey hole in the dodgiest parts of London. Oh my God, it was so crusty, and I had to put on 2 different
The
coats.
point, son!
Yes,
Get to the point!
Of course, I'm so sorry. We met Jeremy, a delightful caddy who's going to be taking us from all over this city, and he can
Reginald!
Yes, of course. I'm so sorry, sir. We found Dr. Smith in a flophouse of sorts, where he described a item of much interest known as the Sedekar
The Sedefkar Simulacrum?
Yes, you know of it, of course. He has told us that there are many pieces of it, and it's very powerful. We will be going on a train. Isn't that delightful? A train. It's like, well, anyway, it's very powerful, and we're being pursued by a group called the Brotherhood of the Skin. But this item can be used as a weapon. And the doctor said it could be used to take over countries. I don't know. It's very strange. It's very powerful. It can vary in size. It's fantastic. But anyway, after speaking with the doctor, he told us we're going on the Orient Express. We'll be visiting Paris, Venice, Trieste, and Serbia. If we have any contacts in those places, that would be very helpful. And then we found out about a man who was killed by a cursed train. There's all these train things. It's so hilarious, because, well, anyway, he was hit by a ghost train, and the train had a bunch of, I don't know if we want that too, but we have the possession of this toy train, and now we have to go to a nerd convention. I guess that'll be it. I'll call you soon. Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right. There we go. There was some fun stuff there.
Interesting.
What? What happened?
So this is what that transatlantic phone call
I
was.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Charlie has no idea, but I'm very curious.
I have thoughts. Pooja has thoughts.
Google Doc's gonna be flying. We have 2 more coins for the players from our old buddy, Dead Boy 42.
Hello.
Hello to Dead Boy, Live Mom, and increasingly Live Dad. We are so
many do we
glad
have?
that you're with us.
6, 7?
You got a lot of bits.
My God.
You got
And only 3 people to use them.
Yeah,
So there are
We're gonna
some-
live.
We're gonna live. Oh, excuse me.
Don't count on
Just
that.
got added. Oh, and 1 for me.
Oh,
wow. See,
boy.
when you say
Maybe
nice
not.
things about him.
You could put them on your fingers like
I'm gonna
they're
add
olives.
these to the J. Matthews. Man, Erebus feels like a bum right now. Thank you for all of these wonderful coins.
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 Thank you for all these wonderful coins. It is amazing support for the channel and for us, and it helps keep the lights on, which there are a lot of lights in here, as I always say. So we ended last time with tomorrow is the London Train Spotters Association annual gala, to which you are now the guest of honor.
Oh, that's right. Well, Sterling Railroads Incorporated is quite well known the world round, so of course they'd want me there.
Yeah, for lots of reasons.
I
Good-
don't know.
good and
Well, are you
bad.
excited for your speech, Reggie?
I have to give a speech there too? I thought I could just show up.
He asked you about a speech.
I mean, if you show up and just sort of make noises about Sterling Railroad.
No, I think you should give a really detailed speech about the history of trains. They would love that.
You're
don't-
assuming he knows anything.
No, that is being mean.
I don't know anything about that.
You don't?
No.
I might know more about Sterling Railroads than he does.
I believe that, yes.
I know that we have trains, and
They go places.
they are on wheels.
No, yeah.
They make soot.
Yeah.
I learned that yesterday.
But
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't learn it when you went to a railway and got like a tuxedo covered in soot or something? Or did that just never happen?
I don't know if that's ever happened to me.
Why would I go on a train?
Why would I ever go on a train?
we
have
own
private
trains, we don't
car.
go on them.
It's for the poor.
Well,
everywhere?
where are we right now?
You are back at the hotel.
Okay.
Rudolph is still mad about the conversation, and he mutters something about it was for my, it was supposed to help, and he takes the train set that you have, and he's like,
Oh.
I'm gonna work on this.
That's great. Can I look at it first?
Sure.
Professor, please be careful with it. We don't want anything bad to happen to you. It is a cursed, haunted train set, after all.
Why would anything bad happen to the player that's not here?
Ooh, that's like fifth wall breaking there.
Oh no. He'll protect you, Nick.
I don't know what meta is, but I feel like it makes me feel ooky inside.
So there's a concept in theater these days about like the audience is the
Yeah.
fourth wall.
Ooh.
So
Most rooms
you
have
take a
four
look at
walls.
this train. It is pretty much a normal train set. It's quite large because it's on the terrain, and so there's a
Right, it's on a plank.
yeah,
right?
it's on a big old plank. It's like on a I don't know, 3 foot by 2 foot maybe thing.
How did we get that in the taxi?
Jeremy's got a boot.
It's a big taxi. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one of those black cars.
Yeah, Jeremy's got
That went on like 2 wheels when it
it's hanging out the window, you know. But
Bigger on the inside.
yeah, that's right. It has little elevations to make it almost like that infinity symbol thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes like that.
Dane gets that.
Yeah, that's right. It is a battery-operated train. So you turn the train on, you put it on the track, and it just keeps going. It's not like a pull the trigger to move the train kind of thing.
Ew.
And there's symbols on the bottom.
There are symbols on the bottom of each of the. So the train is 2 cars. It is an engine and then a tender, which would be where the coal is. And they are coupled together, but you can take them apart. The tender holds the battery, and so that connection is what makes the train go. You know, when the battery, there's an on-off switch on the bottom of the tender, and you connect that, and then the train will go.
And I copied the symbols down.
Yeah,
last time.
you copied the symbols.
They didn't mean nothing to
Yeah,
me, but having
I
them.
think everybody made tried an occult roll, and nobody got a hit. So they look like, you know, I mean, maybe they were part of the train.
I mean, do they seem more like pictographic or more like a language?
Ooh, do you have any linguistic skills?
What would that be? Language?
Or linguistics?
There
You
is.
had make me
Linguistics
an
is not in the
education. Make me an education roll. You're looking for a hard success here.
Okay. Let's see. An 11. I got a
That-
critical.
All right, that is excellent. It doesn't seem like a language because it doesn't seem like you don't find any sort of grammatic structure, or it's just a string of symbols, and they seem more like pictures than any sort of, but they are in that same infinity shape. So the symbols on the bottom of the train make that same shape.
Oh, I see.
Interesting.
Well, you have all the information. You wrote it down very studiously. So I think we could let Uncle Rudy
I'm going to fix this train.
Yes, I was just going to say, I'm a little bit worried that whatever called this thing, the working theory is that this might be an item that is keyed to this ghost train. So don't turn it on.
Yeah,
don't let it do
Professor.
Don't let it do the thing.
Don't let it go all the way
mean,
around.
Why not?
Because I think that
run you over.
it could be like a ritual that calls the train.
Just indulge her.
And maybe just let me have your cough drops just for safekeeping.
Not a chance, pretty boy.
Professor, why?
You took a month's worth.
Fair enough.
All right, you have fun.
Good luck, don't die.
Good luck, don't die.
Why would you say that?
Anti.
Jesus. You're doing a great job, Ezra. You're really holding down the Nick spot.
I've had some experience.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I'm just waiting for you to run back and forth between the spots.
I don't want to talk about the past. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I'm going to use these to re-roll Nick's to get Nick fumbled.
There we go.
That's what he would want.
It's
It's what he would do. And the spirit of what Jay
phrase
Matthews.
makes me think he's dead.
Yeah.
What he would want.
It's what he would want. Yeah.
We love you, Nick. You live forever in our hearts.
Gone but not forgotten.
All right. Well, I'm also curious about the crash that this was supposed to be.
The 1895 crash.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we could go to some sort of record-holding place.
Possibly a different library.
Yeah, maybe not the British Museum because they might remember us.
Do they have microfiche in 1920?
Sort of. It's very new, but mainly what they have is just huge boxes of old papers.
Right.
Although
Sounds boring.
your better newspapers will have them indexed, and they'll have clippings books. So, you ask about a story from 1895, they'll pull out the 1895 book, and they'll have clipping books and that sort of
Well, and this would have been a really big story. Like, there would have been all kinds of stories about
Yeah.
it. So, our chances are reasonably good at finding that.
Yeah. I mean, if it... do you have any contacts of the papers in London? Maybe we could...
Ezra, do I have any contacts with papers
Make
in
me a
London?
luck roll.
All right. 52 is a regular success.
Not great contacts. Somebody who you were given a name at the Times of somebody in like a file clerk at the Times who your editor knew from like a conference or something.
I mean, I know a file clerk. Well, I don't know a file clerk. My editor gave me the name of a file clerk that he met at a conference or something. But file clerks are honestly the best people to ask for that sort of thing. They know how to find stuff.
Well, maybe we should go hit him up.
Certainly.
It's a her, Melissa. Melissa
Shouldn't
Sullivan.
have assumed. I'm so sorry.
You just assume their gender.
I mean, in fairness, most of the clerks tend to be female.
Oh, interesting.
Well, that's where they tend to get stuck.
Also, there are a lot fewer men in England right now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with this.
Why?
It wasn't quite as bad in America, but same thing, really.
There was a war. A great war.
Oh, yes, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Was in all the papers.
I heard it was pretty good. Great, you said?
Did you not get drafted?
Oh, I think Daddy took care of that.
Your daddy bought you out, right? Makes sense.
Oh, you're too old.
And I'm 47.
Well, he would have been in his 30s.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you
Polo injury.
Bone spurs?
you are able to get in touch with Miss Sullivan, and she's happy to help however she can. Any friend of your editors is a friend of hers.
Oh, lovely.
She says in a way that makes you think that maybe they were more than friends.
None of my business unless it becomes juicy.
Conferences.
It's true. You're not wrong.
And so, yeah, you come, and she's like, and so a train crash in 1895 is what you're interested in?
Yes, ma'am. And I'll give her as many details as we know, like the place,
Right.
how many died.
Okay. Yeah, she's able to find some information about it. I wonder, I thought maybe there was a handout about it, but maybe not.
We do love a handout.
He accidentally grabbed the wrong book.
But we have handouts.
We have handouts.
Do we have handouts? Nope, there is not a handout. All right, so it is. The noteworthy thing is that everybody died. It was a huge whole thing, and the train was lost, assumed fallen into some sort of gorge or something like that. No bodies were found, and notable among them was the paper calls him a faker, F-A-K-I-R, which was a term that they would use in the 1890s for a mystic or something like that. Noted faker Alan Hodges of the Hodges family, which does anybody have any occult?
I have a little bit.
We have the base.
Right. Okay.
I have 25.
Oh, you.
All right. With 25, I'll let you make a roll with 25.
Okay, I'll give it a try. 30.
Oh, so close. You could now.
Oh,
Let's talk some rules here.
ooh, rule talk.
You
favorite.
could. You have a couple choices here. A, you could spend a bit. We've got
Yeah.
plenty of bits.
Yeah.
You could also spend luck.
Oh.
You can permanently reduce your luck to make the roll. So you only need 5. So you could reduce your luck by 5 and make the roll. Now the problem is, the next time I ask you to make a luck roll, you're rolling 5 less than you were.
Using it up, yeah.
But, you know, come on. This is like a rental car.
Excuse me, Anna, is that to me?
Sorry. Erna's going to be around for a long time, everybody. Don't worry about it.
That was the chemistry game. They were the rental cars.
But you could also push the roll. And so now pushing the roll is essentially double or nothing. You roll again, and if you make the roll, great. You've done it. But if you don't make the roll, something bad happens.
For reference, pushing the roll was how my opera singer almost got turned into a vampire and lost her voice.
If Nick was here, he would right now be going, push the roll, push the roll.
Even for his knees?
Yes. Especially for his knees. It's better when the insanity's kept in the family.
So true.
I've always said.
We got
Hey, I got the first quote of the night. I almost never get quotes, so it's fun when I get to say the funny things.
special
Celebrate
quote.
the win, yeah.
Special quote. Okay, I will.
I mean, you could
You
spend
have a 1 in 4 chance.
I mean, you could spin the bit, but that's a 1 in 4 chance. The luck is an automatic. You know, you can spend luck after you've taken the roll, so you know exactly what you have to spend. But
Right.
you know, that's a permanent reduction in your luck. Which,
I say push it. I'm gonna.
But that's also a 1 in a 4 chance.
yeah, you have the that's the
And bad things can happen.
Oh no, bad things will happen if you.
dramatic things will happen.
Well, yes.
Well,
I think Erna is like, I mean, this is like sort of become her crusade. So I think that she, you know, father's legacy, that was, you know, there's a reason why Rudy reacted to that. So I think that she is going to push it.
Ooh, all right.
all right.
she's like getting a little overly.
We have another bit, by the way, from J. Matthews for the players this time.
Oh, you're so sweet.
He never sends them to players. He never sends them to players. I'm a little worried.
I'm a little hurt.
Who are you and what have you done with J. Matthews?
He's like, don't push it. Here's a coin.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to send you.
But I think
here's the thing.
Juicier.
So here's the thing. If you re-roll
Yeah.
and you're farther away from it,
Yeah.
then you're going to have to spend more luck, or then you could just push it. But so right now you're either pushing the roll or spending the 5 luck.
Yeah. I'm gonna push it.
All right, I love it.
I got it.
What?
There you go.
21.
Very nice.
Well done.
Oh my god. We're the luckiest character I've ever played.
oh man, now you jinxed her.
Role playing is gambling.
Yeah, that's
role
right.
playing is gambling.
Role-playing is legally distinct from gambling.
We're not making money. That's how you know.
Yeah. But we are losing money, so maybe it is gambling. Wait a minute.
So Erna gets very intense as she's looking at this.
Yeah, so Alan Hodges, that name just starts to like bounce around in your head. The Hodges family are noted Satanists. They have been for some time in the 1890s, and the family. Alan Hodges, he was on that train, and the family, as soon as that train happened, went into hiding.
Yeah, I think Erna just starts babbling about this.
Satanists.
The Hodges are Satanists, and Alan Hodges, when this crash happened, they went into hiding.
Charlie's taking tons of notes, like trying to keep up with as fast as she's talking.
The file
checking
clerk
my
is
mail.
just like kind of a little put off. As soon as you say Satanist, she goes.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm just telling you facts, Miss Sullivan.
Ezra.
Yes.
Is Miss Sullivan attractive?
Make a luck roll.
I love the dramatic pause you did there.
This is the most important question I've had.
65. 55. No.
All right. She's she's an English 6, a US 4.
I smile at her.
The Hodges, are they English?
Yes. She seems immune to your charms, which only makes you want to charm her more.
Of course.
The harder you have to work for it.
So, this Alan Hodges being on the train is very peculiar to me. And also that the train... Miss Sullivan, thank you so much for your help.
Of course,
yes,
of course.
Yes.
Do say hi to Birdie for me.
I absolutely will.
Oh, thank you.
So how long have you been in the newspaper business?
Yes.
Reggie, why don't we go and have a drink?
Oh, sure. Would you like to come have a drink with us?
It's noon.
Run.
Fine. Yeah, let's go get us whiskey.
It's noon.
We're on holiday.
Perhaps a coffee.
Irish coffee.
There you go. Ooh, I've never heard of this. What is in it?
Dane doesn't know, but Reggie
Coffee
does.
and whiskey.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Leprechauns.
I knew it was alcohol. I didn't know.
In this campaign, maybe.
Ground up leprechauns.
Okay.
Run, Dane.
As soon as we're reasonably,
Yes. I'm delicious.
as soon as we're reasonably alone, I say the train disappeared. With everyone in it,
I saw that.
and then
Except for this Hodges person.
he was in there.
And remember, the model that you have is a replica of that train.
Yeah.
So, my notes say that it was made to look like it, that it
Yes.
wasn't originally.
That's right.
Okay.
It was, yeah, that's right. It was repainted to make it look.
Oh, I didn't get that. Interesting.
Good.
Someone
detail.
redid that. Someone did this on purpose.
I text Rudy. Is there a little Satanist in this train?
Look inside. There's a guy with a cape.
Doing that.
Yeah.
So here's my question. We have a name for the estate that this came from, right?
Yes.
Randolph Alexis.
Yeah. Does that ring any bells or anything?
You know what? You made the first occult roll and you pushed it. Yeah, Randolph Alexis was the Alan Hodges was part of the Alexis family. So Alan Hodges was
Oh. They're related.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Interesting.
So maybe this Randolph Alexis built the train or modded it to make it look like this crash train.
Erna, do you know if the Alexises are very well off?
Do I?
I mean, they're pretty rich.
Yeah, they're pretty rich. Yeah.
I mean, anything with the word estate in it.
I wonder if my family would have any connections.
Make me a luck roll.
You got it. Hey, Ezra. Sure.
Push it.
That's a 97.
Oh, they do. So do you?
I have a pretty.
Do you
good
send
feeling.
a telegram? How do you make this connection?
I have a pretty good feeling that I might be able to drop my name and get us in with the Alexises.
Oh, well.
Should I drop a telegram?
I mean, if you think that, you're well connected, right?
Easy.
I mean, rich people all know each other.
Right,
That makes
yeah.
sense.
I drop a telegram.
Okay. There is an almost instant reply.
Okay.
Come at once. We can't wait to see you.
Yeah. Well, we can go talk to them now. It can happen before the Nerd Fest.
The what?
What's a good 20s term for Wheedly folks?
Weedily full.
The Weedle Convention.
Overly bookish, academic.
Well, he's already used bookish as a compliment, so couldn't possibly be.
There's bookish, and then there's overly bookish.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, that's a fumble.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I feel like you undersold it. I'm just gonna.
Let's go now.
He's a Labrador Retriever.
All right.
He has to. He's gonna go where he thinks the treats are.
So it sounds like, I mean, it seems urgent almost.
Yeah, it does. I can't. I apologize.
You should, yes. So
Dane apologized.
Yeah, fair enough.
For what?
Jawohl. So Reggie.
So this is the Alexis family?
The one that the paper said went into hiding. And the telegraph has an address on it.
We could go.
Do we want to
We could
ring?
find out.
Do we want to call Jeremy?
Well, of course, Jeremy's going to be taking us there.
I mean, obviously.
Well, I have my cane.
And I have my mallet.
I have my quick wit in my fist, and it's gotten me this far.
And you could probably borrow 2 canes.
Oh no, Rudolph's not letting those go.
Oh.
Also, I am not a swordsman.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not either.
Yes, let us away.
no.
All right,
a
so
woman.
Jeremy.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to get to the train.
Jeremy's like, oh well, that's it's a little ways out of London, but sure, I'll take you. Yeah.
How long, Jeremy?
Oh, it's an hour.
We have a function this evening at X o'clock.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll get you back by then. No problem.
There's a lad.
So you drive for about an hour. You are out now in pastoral meadowlands, green rolling hills, large estate houses. We're in what's that show territory?
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey. Yeah. So I was like Knobton Arms. I don't know what.
Knobton Arms.
If that isn't a show, I want that show.
I love no.
Next week on Knobton Arms.
Reggie's like, oh, this reminds me of our fall home.
How many homes do you have?
I don't know, but at least one per season.
The normal amount.
You know, how many homes people have to go to different ones.
My family had one, and it wasn't much of one.
I'm so sorry. That sounds boring.
Sure.
The worst. That is the worst insult, Reggie.
Boring.
That sounds boring.
Charlie briefly contemplates strangling him.
So you pull up in front of a kind of dilapidated manor.
Oh, this can't be it. Jeremy, you've taken us to the wrong place.
No, I think this. Look, there it is. It says Knobton Arms right there on the thing there. You just go through that gate. I'm gonna stay right here though, because that case kind of gives me a real case of the willies.
Yeah, this might be how we die.
Can I do a spot hidden?
Well, now Thomas is gonna cut that out. Yes. What are you looking for?
Why do we feel the
Creeper in the
heat?
window.
Yeah, any Satanists?
Impending doom? What are you-
I'm looking for people.
You Satanist! Where are you?
A pentagram on the lawn.
A statue of Baphomet.
I'm looking for scrolls. I'm looking for Satanists hiding and watching us.
I look forward to this roll. Please fumble. They're everywhere.
I got a 1.
All right. You're not even sure there are any people in this house.
I don't know if anyone lives here.
It's so strange. They seemed so forthright and forthcoming. I'll just go ahead and knock on the door. You all stay in the car.
That feels like an incredibly bad idea. How about we come with you?
Well, sure,
I'm going to stay right here, I think.
Yeah, keep the car running.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a lot of gas.
petrol.
It's a lot of petrol.
He's good for it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you know, it's a gravel walkway. There's there's like a 2 minute. Yeah, there's 2 minutes of the Foley work comes into play now. And the walk up, and as you're walking up, there's like a you look and there's so like with your roll, you're like looking. There's a window in the top that like one of the panes has been broken. The door is ajar. The front door to the manor.
I'm sure they're just prepping for renovations.
Or these are the people who went into hiding.
Yes.
So, how does your family know them?
Oh, well, Mother's in many different philanthropic...
This Satanists who have gone into hiding?
Money knows money. It's a small world. What can I say? I don't know exactly. Okay. I'm sure we did some sort of charity event with them.
I'm just questioning this whole relationship at this point.
I don't know. It's just if they're rich and powerful, and my family's rich and powerful, and then I just assumed we'd know each other. It generally happens that way.
I don't know if they're rich or powerful at this point.
Yeah, but no, tell me about it. This looks abysmal.
This might be the most head up I have ever seen you.
Well, I don't even think they have somebody to man the door. The door's wide open.
I don't think anyone lives here already.
Let's find out. Charlie will step up and push the door open.
All right, there's a...
Who needs sound effects when you have Ezra?
And far away, maybe upstairs, you hear a, "Who is it?"
Reginald Sterling of the United States Sterlings. We're here to speak with the Alexis family.
Who is it?
Reginald Sterling of the United States. I just said it.
Who is it?
I don't like this. It makes me feel bad.
Does it sound like a recording or?
No, it doesn't sound like a record skipping.
I cast Find Familiar. And I go into a meditative
With a human
state.
face pops up. What do you need? How can I help?
Get out of here.
Well, Bartok. I don't know. Are we getting like any vibes?
No good vibes.
Right.
It doesn't look, to Erna's point, it does not look like anyone has lived in this house.
So I guess what I'm asking is what I think at this point with the quality of the estate, nobody has come to welcome them.
Right.
And
A real dearth of beverages.
there has been no beverage service at all. I think even Reggie is starting to be like, I don't think this is worth it. Whatever this is. They're Satanists? You said they're Satanists? That sounds terrible.
That sounds terrible.
Well, now I'm almost uncontrollably curious.
I was going to say there are probably clues in that house.
But she keeps saying the same thing over and over again. It's so boring.
Is that Alan?
No, it's
That was different.
Reginald.
That was different, though.
It was. Ugh.
Hello?
Alan?
I've never had to announce myself before.
Yes, it's Alan.
Oh, you're home.
Yep.
You sound different.
What was the name of the other Alexi? Was it Alan?
Randolph?
Alexi?
Randolph was, the only name you have is Randolph Alexis.
Okay, so I'm going to yell up. Randolph sent us over early.
Randolph is here?
He will be. Come on down and see us. Can I make a persuasion roll?
Sure.
I don't know.
Which
if I
social
want
skill
to.
would you like?
What's my persuasion? Oh, right, 60.
There you go.
Oh no.
I'm going to use a
What'd you roll?
Oh.
92.
Okay.
All right, that's not a fumble, but you can't re-roll fumbles. That is the...
92 is not a
okay.
fumble.
No,
it's not.
96 up is our fumbles.
Yeah,
But you can't re-roll them.
that's right. Can't re-roll fumbles.
Okay.
Okay.
Fumbles are the only thing I like.
You know, this is what happens when I get cocky. I have a 60.
This is what happens when Nick isn't here. The curse transfers. That's why we're on this side of the table.
There we go. 16.
As far away as possible.
Okay, that's a very good roll.
Thank you.
Well, all right, I just have to get dressed. If Randolph's coming, I want to look my best.
Of course you do, dear. Maybe bring down some scotch.
Oh no, mustn't touch that stuff.
Oh, of course not.
There's milk in the kitchen.
I wouldn't trust that milk. It might grow legs.
You can just ask Jeffrey. He'll take care of it.
Oh, finally, some help. Jeffrey, can we have some libations, please? Jeffrey.
From what you assume is the kitchen, you just hear a
I don't think Jeffrey has much job satisfaction.
I mean, in fairness, most of the people below stairs don't.
What?
Having delivered that comment, Charlie's going to step inside and just like start, not going into rooms, but kind of like leaning to look at things.
Yeah, so you're in a hallway. That's an entrance hallway. There's one big stairway that branches to go to the right or left upstairs, where there are two wings to the house. And to your left is like a waiting room, the
Parlor?
That's the word I was looking for. To your right is a formal dining room that is set for it looks like 12 people, but it is covered in dust. And then through the dining room, you can see like a turning door that must go to the kitchen, which is where you heard Jeffrey's retort.
What we assume is Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's right.
This seems like bad news, but maybe if we just go through really quick and just see as much as we can, get some documents or something.
Alan, love, would you come up here and help me?
Fine, I'll go. Fine.
No,
You are absolutely not going anywhere by yourself in this house.
She She's on.
No,
I rolled a 12.
I don't. A what?
17.
I genuinely do not care.
It sounds like it's coming from the left wing of the upstairs.
Fine. All three of us will gum. Go.
Go, yeah.
Go. Gum.
Gum?
It's come and go at the same time.
Oh, is that where the term gumshoe comes
That's
from?
right. Gotta keep it moving.
I think, we should go in, but be ready to get out of there as quickly as possible.
Well, take out your cane then.
It's out.
Yeah.
It's out.
But, brandish it.
That's sending a message.
They're not sending a message right now.
No, right now they're just being
Erna.
very creepy. There are no actual weapons at play yet.
Okay, fine. Yes, we'll go upstairs to the left.
All right.
Ezra.
So you head upstairs, and this is a dark hallway with 2 doors on each side.
Are there any candles up here?
No, there's no, it's very dark. And all the windows.
I mean, like any unlit candles.
Oh, sure, yeah. There's like a, there are gas lamps on the walls that probably don't function. Mm-hmm. You're not sure. You don't smell gas, which is probably a bonus. And there is on a table, there's like an end table sort of in the middle of the hall that has a little candelabra, and the candles are way burnt down. Mm. And there's just dust on everything.
I'm gonna check my pockets to see if I stuck a matchbook in there.
Sure.
I probably carry a lighter.
Yeah, you probably
Seems
all
likely.
have.
Yeah. So
And a Bowie knife.
Sure.
You have a mallet.
I don't know where in a tuxedo you're keeping a Bowie knife. But
In the Bowie knife pocket, of course.
I mean, in fairness, Alexandria hid things in some very improbable places.
True.
Okay.
She was a professional.
So, can we hear any movement from either door?
You hear nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
I'm gonna take out the box and light a match.
Dear, it's Alan. What do you need help with?
Zip me up, Alan.
Of course. Which?
That came from the far right.
All right. I'll make my way down.
Okay.
Can I look in the other door?
Sure. Which door do you want to open? Ooh, we're in a dungeon crawl now.
I know.
This is how you do the Call of Cthulhu dungeon crawl.
It's a creepy house.
Well, I mean, I'm just like checking quickly indoors to see if anything looks like a study or anything, I think.
So you're just like opening a door and looking in?
Yes.
Okay.
Erna
Oh, no.
puts her nose to the air and smells for books.
The smell of old
Binding glue.
So you open the door, and you're just looking in and closing? Is that like... So the windows are covered in plaster. So the room is super dark. And you don't get much light when you open the hallway. But you think this is a bedroom with like a 4-poster bed and fabric hanging down. And there's a real unfortunate musty smell coming out of this room.
How unfortunate. This whole place just rings of misfortune.
This whole place rings of put a match to it, it'll go up real fast.
We've had enough of
But
fires.
I didn't see any books, so
No, there were no books.
Yes.
All right.
No books. As you close the door, and in that room you hear a bang.
I open the
All right, you open the door. There is a lying in the bed is a woman that might as well be a skeleton. She is incredibly there's no fat in her at all.
Or muscle.
Or muscle. She is like,
Skin
she's
is like
lying on the bed. She's a small woman, but it's like she's wasting away. Her cheeks are sunken. Her eyes are sunken. Everything is she holds up an arm to wave you in, and it almost looks like her arm is being moved by the wind. Everything she does is kind of diaphanous, but in a horrible way. And she just sees you and kind of just goes,
Dear, you said you needed help with your dress, and it seems as if you haven't gotten out of bed yet.
I just need some help, Alan.
I'd be happy to help you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just need some help out of bed.
Oh, okay. Remind me of your name. It slipped my mind.
Oh, God.
Oh, Alan, you always were a joker.
I am such a joker. Tell me your name.
I'm your mother.
Of course you are, Mother. 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 ...
Goose?
I'm your mother, Alan.
Yes, of course.
What's gotten into you?
Not enough's gotten into you.
I don't know where Jeffrey is.
I haven't seen him.
And you said Randolph is coming?
I should hope so.
I haven't seen Randolph in so long.
How long do you think?
Oh, it's been so long. Help me get to my makeup table.
Of course.
I want to look nice for Randolph.
Of course you do. I go up to her.
Okay. As you come in the room, it smells terrible. She clearly has not made it to the bathroom a lot. And
Jeffrey hasn't helped her.
Jeffrey's not helping anybody, clearly. There is, above the bed that she's on, a large painting of a younger version of this woman with a man that is kind of almost the human version of a wolf. He just has these very like lupine features, and his smile, which this is clearly like a staged portrait, but somehow his smile has like a feral edge to it. And his posture is just kind of ominous and looming. And she is just kind of being enveloped by him in the portrait.
Mother, your portrait is looking quite lovely today. For some reason, it's really catching my eye.
Oh, yes, those were the good times.
Of course they were.
If you look, you can almost see my belly with you.
These two are...
So Charlie would not have come in because there is propriety in all of that, but he would be just outside of the door watching to be like, if I need to get him out of here quickly.
All right. You hear another bang from the room that you opened the door in.
I go up to Charlie. And, Charlie, this feels really bad.
What is it?
There's a bang. I looked in a room.
Do we hear the
You kind of hear the bang, yeah.
I looked in a room real quick, and there were no books, and
most important thing.
The true tragedy, a room with no books.
And then I closed the door, and then I heard a bang, and then another bang just now. It was a bedroom.
All right. But you didn't see anyone?
No, but it was very fast. I looked very quickly, and it was very dark, so I don't know. But I am getting the heebie-jeebies.
Mother...
An excellent word.
Beyond Jeffrey and I and you, is there anyone else at home?
Oh, no. She holds up her arm, and you can hear like bone on bone, like... And she holds up her arm for you to help her.
Mother, perhaps it's best you stay in bed.
But Randolph, you're home, and Randolph's coming.
Randolph said he'll send a telegram when he's close.
But it takes me a while to get ready.
Of course it does, Mother. I don't want to tax you. Stay in bed, please. I'm sorry I roused you.
Randolph is coming.
He'll be here soon enough.
You promise?
Of course.
For the podcast listeners, Dane then made a horrible face.
You wouldn't lie to your mother.
Of course not, Mother. I
You're such a good boy.
love you.
Oh, that's the first time you've ever said that.
Of course it is.
Oh, Alan, you make an old woman so happy.
Well, just stay in bed and perhaps I'll...
I'm very tired.
Of course you are. Can I get you anything from the kitchen?
I'm so hungry.
I'm sure you are. How about a nice nice plate of biscuits
Oh, that sounds lovely.
and some tea?
Oh, tea is lovely.
Wonderful.
And she's like falling asleep,
Yeah.
but her arm is still like this.
No, I put it down.
All right, make
Guide
me
it. Oh no!
make me a strength roll.
Okay. She's too strong.
Maybe. Maybe.
62 out of 65.
All right. So, no, this was
strong
actually
boy.
to not snap her.
Oh, okay.
You managed to like just one
Gently,
touch
yeah.
and you feel like the bone and the bone quivers in a way that bones shouldn't as you slide her hand gently down.
Let's get the hell out of here.
But who sent us the telegram?
Don't know and I don't care.
Why are you both looking at me?
You were curious.
Of course I'm curious.
Let's go.
I'm a professional curiouser.
I heard a banging in the other room. And
You hear downstairs, you hear a door slam shut.
All right, yeah, let's get out of here.
I take out my club. I take out my mallet.
All right.
That I guess had in my belt loop. I don't know.
You hear a voice. Spencer. Spencer, are you here? I'd love to talk to you, Mr. Spencer.
Is that coming from downstairs?
Yes. Wait, hold on. Did I get that wrong? That's your last name, right? Sterling!
Sterling.
Damn it!
Sterling.
Mr. Sterling.
Okay.
Apparently we have to add last names.
Look, there's only so much we can do.
Mr. Sterling, I'd love to speak with you.
I think we might have just found our telegram sender.
What?
And I think they're between us and the door.
I'd be happy to, old boy. Who am I speaking to now? Is this Alan?
A friend of your father's.
So
Charlie's gonna pick up the candelabra from the
so
center
as soon as that's said, whatever colors that left in my face drains. This is shit that just got serious. It just got serious.
Just?
For Reggie.
Fair enough. Okay.
maybe there's a back way out. Maybe we don't have to interact with this man.
No, I think I have to go downstairs.
Your funeral.
Are you sure, Reggie?
No. And then I go downstairs.
Erna, we don't have to follow him. We can go out a different way. The houses like this
We
got
can't
at
split
least
the party.
houses like this always have at least 3 doors.
But then we have to explore more of the house to find the ways out.
That is a fair point.
Perhaps we,
There's another bang from the room.
All right. Let's stick with Reggie. At the very least, there are 3 of us and only one of that person. Hopefully,
All right, so you get to the
turn into a patter.
you get to the landing a little bit after you get to the landing first, and as you start to come down the stairs, standing in the hallway, backlit by the little bit of light that's coming through the windows by the door that are, those tall, thin windows by doors, is the man from that portrait. Standing, wearing a very nice suit with a dark red tie and an opera cape.
Yeah.
drama.
And he's
Mr. Alexei.
so you're Frank Sterling's boy.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Reginald Sterling.
Why are you here?
We are curious about a certain train derailment, and your family was connected in some way, so I thought I'd reach out. I was under the impression that we were on good terms, but if there was any bad blood between our families, I'm sure there could be something arranged.
Your father owes me. Big.
I don't doubt that. But to be fair, my father's business and mine is fairly separate.
Your father is the reason that my son was on that train. Yeah. I have been trying for 1895 to 1923.
That is hard.
18 years? No.
20...
The appropriate amount of time here.
Yes, 5 to 1928. I have been trying for 28 years to find my son because of your father. So imagine how it felt to get a telegram saying, "Oh, I'd love to meet you if you have some time." Just imagine.
Mr. Alexi, I can't begin to understand.
No, you can't. But you will.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a threat.
I don't threaten. I act. This house and everything in it, and he starts to dramatically lift his arms, is mine. And the lights, every light in the house comes on. You are in my world. And you're never leaving.
I'm sorry, we have an appointment this evening.
Mr. Alexis.
Who are you?
My name's Charlie Afton. I'm a reporter. I travel with this idiot.
The press.
Hey,
Yeah, well,
come on now.
don't even with me. There have been people who have gone missing in really odd circumstances, and it sounds like this train that your son was on is one of them. The train and everyone on it.
Yes, I have lost people to disappearances too, and I'm trying to find out what happened to them. If you want to find out what happened to your son, you won't trap me here.
We are in possession of some research that leads in that kind of direction. It is still very theoretical, but it is something that we are working on. And if it works, we'll be able to get her people out too. But it sounds like we might be able to get this train and everyone on it back out too, maybe. I can't promise nothing, obviously, but there's a chance.
Mr. Alexi.
You have the train.
I mean, we don't right now, but...
You have the train. You have the train.
What does that mean to you, Mr. Alexi?
It's Alexis.
Alexis.
The train is the key. You have the train. The train was... Your father stole the train!
All right, what his father
I
did...
have no idea about any of that.
He doesn't even really talk to his father. We have the little model.
The train, yes.
Yeah, that goes around and around, a little
Are
infinity
you saying
symbol.
that is the train that disappeared?
It is the key to connecting to the train. That train, the actual train with my son on it, is out there somewhere. And that model, with the incantations that have been powered onto it, can connect to that train. I spent my life building that train, infusing it with my power.
It does seem to call the train, but with truly horrific results, at least thus far. We have seen a place where someone was killed by a train that came through on the second story of a building.
Hit by a ghost train.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. Obviously you don't care. That's fine. But it might not be the best idea to call it unless you're able to control it, too. Why did you give it up?
Why did I give it up? Did I give it up?
I don't know. I'm not my father. I don't make his choices.
I don't know what happened between you and his father, but we can get it back to you.
Nor do I.
We can get it back to you. We may have to hurry, though, because it's being...
Please, sir. I understand the pain of losing someone. You will not solve anything by taking out revenge on someone who had nothing to do with it.
Offer me a roll there. Persuade?
Yeah, I'll try persuasion.
Okay.
Can I help with that? Is there a way to do that in this game?
There is. What would be your tack here?
Well, I mean, so he's essentially putting the sins of my father on me, right? So if there is a way to persuade him that, like, I'm not my father and that I have justice in mind, you know.
All right, but how is that helping Erna?
Well, because I think that she's arguing for justice as well.
Okay.
As
All right.
opposed to vengeance.
Correct.
So I'll give you a bonus die for this. So that means you're going to roll 2 10s
okay.
and take the better one for you, the lower one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 of the 10s dice, and then still roll the 1s die as well.
I'll roll them all at once.
Yep.
Oh.
4?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's an
Alexi, my father's business is not mine. And if something has been wronged in your life that I can rectify, I will put it in my power to do so. But keeping me here and my friends, associates, will prevent that from happening.
You're right. The people have suffered enough. All right. I will allow you to leave if you will return to me the train. And I cannot impress upon you enough, do not operate the train.
Well, do you have a phone?
Do you have a telephone?
No.
Fuck.
We should go.
We need to go now.
Before you leave, I require a lock of each of your hair.
I reach into my pocket and give it to you.
You just had it ready.
He pulls out a very sharp-looking small sickle. I hope you understand that I'm not going to trust that you will come back.
Fine, but I'm cutting mine.
I have no problem with that.
And Charlie will take off his hat, stick it on the table, pull one of the curls up, and slice it off.
All right.
Give him the hair and offer the sickle handle to other people.
You're like, how do you use a sickle to cut hair? This is.
Do you want help?
Could you do it for me, Charlie?
I got you. I'll
you.
gently cut a lock of her hair.
All right.
Do you want help too?
I look at the sickle and I look back at him.
All right.
I take, because I got kind of like the wave thing.
Forelock, yeah.
I'll take a deeper part of the wave.
You get the one gray, you know.
The one gray that hasn't been plucked out by your manservant recently.
He steps aside and makes a gesture with his hand, and the door opens. He says, "You may go."
We will return as soon as we possibly can.
I expect.
Right.
As you leave, like, he opens his hand, and your hair is floating above his hand.
For what it's worth, Mr. Alexis.
Alexis.
For the love of God.
For what it's worth, whatever wrongdoing my family has done towards yours, I am sorry.
Old wounds.
All right, we should go.
They fester if they aren't tended to. Let's go. And Charlie just books it for the car.
I did tell him not to turn it on.
You did. I don't know if he's going to listen to you.
I walk.
Wouldn't lie to me.
Well, now he has to turn it on.
Are you willing to bet our lives and his on it?
No!
Well, then, let's go.
It's a mess! I didn't get that.
No, he's a mess. Oh, no.
I think that however you guys get to the car, I'm walking deliberately.
Oh, I'm running.
And like looking at the ground and
Since you're
seem
walking,
lost in thought.
Okay, you're all right. Yeah. You two
Reggie, there's plenty of time to be morose. Move.
make me listen rolls, but a penalty die because you're running.
Okay.
So that's the same as a bonus die, except you take the worst.
Oh, okay.
And maybe get that woman a pork chop or something.
Oh, wonderful. I rolled 2 16s, which is a hard success.
Very nice. So you both you hear that woman's voice. Is that Randolph? Is that you? I'm coming, Mary. I'm coming.
Yes, that is Randolph, Alexis.
And then you get to the car. Jeremy sees you running to the car, and he's ready to gun it as soon as you're all in.
It takes another minute
Yeah.
or so for me to get.
We need to get to a phone. The closest phone.
As soon as possible. As soon as our morose friend over here can get his ass in gear.
There's probably a pub in the next village over.
All right.
All right.
He'll zip over, and so about 15 minutes, you come into a small village, and there's a pub, and you run into the pub, and the guy there, the whole place goes quiet as soon as 3 people they don't know come running in.
Do you have a telephone?
Well, I suppose you're not going to make a long distance call, are you?
Call him to London.
Oh, that's going to cost you.
That's fine.
I give him 20.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, whoa.
Thank you.
Didn't know the king was coming.
It's urgent, please.
It's literally life and death.
He takes you to the back office, and there's a phone there.
I guess we call the plaza.
Yeah.
All right, so you get an operator, and you're like, you just ask for the Plaza Hotel in London.
I think there's only one.
I'm not totally sure how phones worked in the 20s.
So it was an exchange.
Okay.
So actually, if you see it, it's really fascinating. There were banks, just endless banks of a woman with plugging things in.
I've seen pictures.
And you'd pick up the phone and you'd be connected to the operator. And then she would say, where do you want to call? And then if you wanted to call someplace, you'd go there. Or they would send you to the operator that covered that area. So it takes a little bit, but they connect you to the plaza. And
deep breaths.
A gentleman says, the Plaza Hotel, how may I help you?
I need to speak to Rudolph Klein. He's in room.
All right.
Yada yada.
Well, as
Six.
I'm his niece, Erna Klein, family, and I am also staying
you're
at
a
the plaza.
guest. Yes, you're a guest here. It's strange that you call. We've had some complaints about noise from that room, and I believe there's a bellboy up there knocking on the door.
Tell him that Erna needs him right this second.
Well, he hasn't answered the door.
If you tell him that it is Erna, he will listen.
Well, okay, we think he might have set a fire in there or something.
Okay, but this is dangerous. It's an emergency. Just tell him that it is Erna, please.
Very well, very well. I'll ring...
Set a fire.
No,
in the room.
He started the train.
Oh, God.
Train? What?
You didn't hear that. Shush.
Receivers weren't that good.
I've rung the room. There was no response. Now, We are concerned. If there is damage to the room, you will be liable for the damage.
Okay, great. I'm more worried about the life of my uncle right now.
I take the receiver and I say, call him Dr. Smith. He'll respond to that.
Well, he's not answering the phone.
Well, he'll answer the door if you call him Dr. Smith.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me. Charles, go back up to 417. Yes, Dr. Smith. I don't know. Please wait a moment.
That doesn't get under his skin. I don't know what will.
I mean, if that doesn't get under his skin, they're going to have to break the door down.
That's fair enough.
An uncomfortable amount of time happens.
Yeah, Charlie's just pacing.
And the landlord of the pub is very confused by like how tense everyone is.
I've got my arms folded. I've got a scowl on my face, and like the wave is like without that lock, it's like dropped down into my face, right?
Oh no, he's gone emo on us.
You look broody now. It's working.
I haven't said anything except for that.
Yeah.
So there was no response. We are. I feel.
Break down the door.
Well, we do have a key.
Do that then.
It is our door.
We will be there as quickly as we can. Please, I understand that you are worried about your property, but I am worried about the life of my uncle. So just keep him safe if you can. We will be there as quickly as we can. And
Is there some danger he's in that I should know about?
It's a fire, yeah.
What? Did he set the fire?
I don't know.
We're trying to contact him.
I'm trying to talk to him right now.
Is he?
I'm gonna reach over and take the receiver. Hi, I'm another one of the guests there. If this fella has a model train running, someone pick it up, turn it off, and put it back down.
That?
Yes, that is very specific. I understand, and I need you to do it anyway.
Well, all right.
Thank you.
This is not the way the plaza does business, just to be clear.
Well, unusual times.
We don't have unusual times at the plaza.
Of course not.
Good day.
Can I? No, sir. I need you to please stay on the line until you have that door open. Whether you unlock it or you break it down, we are very concerned about this man's life.
Charles, will you go and open 417? The pass key, yes.
Tell him about the model train.
If there's a toy train running, do turn it off, Charles.
Thank you.
Erna's like muttering to herself, I told him not to turn it on. Why would he turn it on? I don't understand.
We're slandering Nick's character in front of it.
I made a roll. But, you know Nick would have done it.
Oh,
yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So, again, an uncomfortable amount of time. And, you hear the guy help two. He, has put the phone down, and he helps, two people. And he's like...
And Charlie's keeping the phone away from both Erna and Reggie at this point. And, nope, I'm the only one who might have a semi-level head right now.
And about, 15 minutes.
Jesus.
Well, you'll be happy to know that the model train is turned off. But there's no one in the room. Who set the fire in the room? That room has been destroyed.
I need to make a phone call.
And that's where we're going to go to break.
Okay.
We will be back. We may not make it to the gala.
I don't think we are.
We will be back.
Oh, shucks.
Just as soon as 4 people can use one bathroom.
Should take less time.
You were, I guess, going to jump back in the car.
Yeah, do you tell us what they said?
As God, what do I tell you?
Did they get to him?
Thank you very much, sir. Click. You said you needed a phone.
I need to use
All right, you make your call. Erna, they got in. They turned off the model train. But he wasn't in there.
I think Erna, like...
And Charlie will actually, like, take both of her hands.
He wasn't in there?
He wasn't in there.
I'm sorry, can I have the room, please?
I don't know if Erna hears that.
If you can be a little less snooty about it.
I'm just asking if I can have the room.
We need to go.
Come on, Erna, let's give him privacy for whatever fucking bullshit he's doing.
You're making another call?
I give him another 20.
Oh, well, okay.
This will be international.
I'm pretty sure you'd have to send... Well, no, we've already established that you can call it now. All right, yeah, he's like, sure, I guess.
He did it in the slums of London.
Yeah. So yeah, you make a call.
To be fair, I don't know if I told you until after the fact
that's
who
fine.
I was calling.
It all works out.
You did say it was transatlantic, though.
Yeah.
Well,
So I call my dad.
all right, yes.
Father?
We talked yesterday.
Yes, I understand, sir. It's that another wrinkle has come up. I've come in contact with the Alexis family.
They're still alive?
And they have it out for, well, us.
Well,
What did you have to do with that train, Father?
what do you know about the train?
Well, the fact that it disappeared one of their children, and that I now, as I told you in my message yesterday, we are now in possession of the model train.
I didn't think it was that train.
How many cursed trains are there in the world? Father, I apologize for my tone. I am just...
At least 7. You have a lot to learn, son.
I understand. I apologize. I was almost trapped in a Satanist's home today. Things have gotten...
I'm hearing a lot of whining and not a lot of solving.
I apologize, Father, again. I would like to know more so I can do a better job.
The train was taken because it's the key to dimensional travel.
Well,
Alexis has somehow, and I have no idea how, because the man is an idiot. He has somehow figured out how to make an object exist simultaneously in multiple dimensions.
well, his son is connected to the train, and now one of my associates may be as well. So, if you have any advice on how to get them back, they will be off our case, and perhaps I can secure the train for us.
Run the train backwards 75 times.
Anywhere? It seems as if a train goes through the room when it's run forwards.
I don't care where you do it.
Will a train... Excuse me? Father, will a train show up?
It exists simultaneously in multiple dimensions. So yes, a train will show up, and you will get on that train, and you will figure out how to get and how to use that train for the family.
Yes, Father.
I believe we're done.
Of course, Father. Thank you for your advice. Click. I open the door and you're both there, and I say, aha! Everything's fine. Nothing's bad. Everything's good.
How can you say that? Everything is not fine.
We're going to get the professor back.
You're a terrible liar.
I don't think I'm lying.
We don't have time for this. We need to go now.
Yes, let's go.
All right, so you run back out, and Jeremy's like, yeah, 45 minutes, I'll get you to the plaza.
If you could make it faster, Jeremy, please.
I'll do my darndest.
There's a lad.
He drives very quickly back, even for Jeremy, very quickly.
Who did you call?
Well, Alexis was talking about my father, so I called him.
All right. Any more information from that?
Apparently my father knows about trains. He is a train magnate.
I would assume.
Yes.
And what's the rest of it?
The rest of what?
Reggie?
What? He gave me some advice about the train.
What sort of advice?
He said we need to run it backwards. Makes quite a bit of sense to me, to be quite honest.
Run it backwards?
75 times.
Well, that's very specific.
It is.
Does it have to start from any specific place on that little figure 8, or just anywhere?
I imagine if it did, he'd have told me, but he didn't. So I say we take it out into the street, we run it backwards. Well, we don't want the train to hit us, do we?
In the street? We don't want it to hit anyone else either.
Well, we do it when no one's around. It's fine. It's not a problem.
And that will get us...
Yes, everybody will be back. I trust my father implicitly.
I don't.
Especially when it comes to things concerning trains.
I don't trust your father implicitly.
Well, of course not. You don't know him, but he's a very dependable man.
Ha!
Well, you haven't been spending his money, but I have, and it doesn't stop, so.
There's a difference between giving the wild child of infinite line of credit and being dependable.
Did you just call me a child? I'm 47.
You're his child.
Fair.
Also, I know you're 47, and I always forget you're actually twice my age.
Jeremy, tell me about cricket.
We'll get there, Erna. And then we'll run the damn train backwards. If we take it out into a green or something, it might be a little bit less dangerous.
And they have to hit the little wooden things off of the back? That's so strange.
I don't want to hurt anybody with this, but I can't. It just keeps happening.
I know.
It takes how long to play?
If we're able to get it back to him, but it's been damaged in the process.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't care about that. I mean, I do care about that. I care about myself. I care about you. I care about...
No, don't worry. No, it's all right. You're allowed to feel your emotions, Erna.
I can't lose Uncle Rudy. He's a mess, but I can't lose him.
I do like the sweaters, though.
Yeah, rather dapper, aren't they? No, I understand. He's
my family.
And you've already lost family.
Yes.
I get it.
And if... Yes. We will get him back. Yes. 75 times backwards. And we will do it in a place away from people, so nobody else has to get hurt. And we will get the train back to this Alexis, and we will get our hair back, and it'll be okay. Everything will be all right. And then but this will be a fact-finding mission, because we will explore other dimensions, and, oh God, that's a big concept. And she's just babbling.
And Charlie's just holding her hand and letting her babble.
So you pull up to the plaza, and you run into the lobby, and I'm assuming you just, run straight for the room?
Well, I'm trying, I mean, wherever the train is, so I will go
It's
to
in
the main
Rudolph's room, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get up there, and there is a very bored-looking man sort of sitting with his eyes closed, leaning against the door.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, nothing to see here. The hotel is just, there's been a little accident in this room.
This is the room of her uncle.
Oh. You should talk to the front desk.
I wondered.
Where's the train?
The
The toy train.
Oh, yeah,
There's a
yeah.
train.
There's a toy in there, yeah.
In the room, like now?
Yeah.
I go
Then
and
you-
grab it.
No, so the door is closed.
I open the door.
It's locked.
Can I have the key, please?
You should really talk to the front desk.
I need the toy train, please.
Wait, so apparently there's a missing person?
Do you have the key on you?
Well, I'm the hotel detective. I have the pass key.
The hotel detective. How prestigious. We need to go talk to the front desk.
Yes, we do.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm not leaving. Just you go. It's fine.
You stay then, Erna. And
Ernest is staring daggers at the eye, and he's sort of uncomfortably like...
This very short, dowdy woman is just staring at this guy.
I'll go down to the desk.
All right, you guys run downstairs.
Oh, I walk leisurely. I walk with a jaunt.
The guy is like, so... The guy in there was your uncle?
Yes. And every second you keep me away from that room is a second that I don't know where he is.
I mean, what? I don't understand.
I'm very good at seeing things. And if I was allowed in that room, I could see where he was.
He's hiding in there?
You are insufferable.
I want to, I mean...
Just let me in the room.
Well, I can't do that until the manager allows it.
Well, then we are wasting our time.
Okay.
Hi, Reggie Sterling. I'm paying for room 417. May I get in?
Yes, please come with me, if you will.
I just need to get into the room. There
Yes,
are...
I don't want to have this discussion in front of the clientele. If you'll just come with me to my office.
Whatever the damages is, I'll be able to cover it.
Well, that's very good to hear. Please come with me, sir.
Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah.
I roll my eyes.
My name is Mr. Sanborn. I'm the manager of the Plaza Hotel.
Good for you. Let us into the room.
Have you heard of decorum, like, at all?
So, we're a little concerned that apparently one of our guests decided to start fires in their room.
Well, the professor is not well, and we are trying to find him.
He's very frequently very cold, and sometimes he forgets that other things aren't as flammable as
So he started a fire
He did,
in the room to warm himself.
and
He's a little bit of one of them, like, academic eccentrics.
he's very eccentric.
We don't have eccentrics at the Plaza.
Oh, I doubt that very much.
Mr. What was your name?
Sanborn.
Sanborn. I think that if you just allow us into the room and allow me to compensate for the damages done, I'm sure you'll see that everything will be taken care of.
Well,
Along with my word that the professor will not be left alone again.
Well, I think our road forward here is for you to collect the professor's belongings and your own belongings, and perhaps move to something like the Astoria, where eccentrics are more tolerated.
Fine. Let us into the room, please.
Of course. If you'll come with me, and he'll take you back upstairs. And he'll say, Jenkins, that's fine. Let them into the room. Our guests are leaving.
I try and get in the room first.
Yeah, he turns the key.
I don't know if I allow that.
All right, so both of you make me. This is going to be an opposed roll here. Let's call it dexterity. Both of you make me a
PvP.
dex roll. Well, hold on. Before we roll, you're both going for the train set, I assume.
I mean, I'm going for the train set. I don't know what you're going for.
I mean, I think it's not so much that Erna's like, she's not at her most logical right now.
Right.
So she's just like, I need to get into that room first. I need to see everything before
All right, so yeah,
anyone's
make me
tampered
both
with it.
dex rolls. You're going to get the train set because she's not going for it.
I got an 18.
Holy moly.
60 out of.
All right. So Erna zips in the room first, and you just start like looking around. And the room is covered in soot, smells like there was a fire in here, but you see the tracks on the carpet, and like Sanborn is just there going, that's not coming out. We're going to have to replace.
Yes.
And the roof, the same thing, where the smokestack just ran across. You're looking around everywhere, looking for signs, and there's almost like a tunnel-like outline on the wall, in the far wall. But yeah, you've grabbed the train. Yeah,
okay.
you've grabbed the train, and the engine was turned off and then laid on its side by whoever you told to.
I put it back on the track. With one hand, I hold the train. With the other, I reach into my back pocket and take out my checkbook. And on the tracks, I take out a pen and I write him a check for double the amount to restore the room.
All right, yeah. And he says, well, everything does seem to be in order here. I hope you've enjoyed your stay at the plaza, and we do look forward to...
I've left.
All right, yeah.
Charlie, is there anything... You are detached from this a bit. Do you see anything here? Notes should I take?
Make a spot hidden roll.
First thing you need to do is take a real deep breath. You're not, no. Slow it down.
Oh, okay.
Take one breath.
It's not fun to breathe deeply in this room.
Can't imagine.
I'm trying.
59 out of 75. Didn't mind if I use a bit to try and get a better roll.
Please.
I thought you might not mind.
Oh, they don't fit.
You are not the first. Oof. Well, at least this is not Delta Green because I rolled an 88.
But
So
that is a fail.
It is my lucky
It is a
number.
fail. It is not a critical fail like it would be in Delta Green.
So you, the only thing you notice is that one of the sword canes is not in the room.
Well, if I had to wager a guess, I think that Rudolph had an idea what was going on because one of the canes is missing. So wherever he is, he has one of them with him.
You're never alone when you have a sword cane with you.
He was very attached to those.
Yes.
He cared about them very deeply.
But that meant that he was cognizant enough to grab one of them.
So you are going to pack all this up, yes?
Yes, we got it. Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Erna gives him a death stare.
He seems immune.
Of course he is. You have been appropriately paid, sir. We'll do our due diligence and get things.
Yes. Checkout time was
Just out. Slam the door.
As soon as I get to the street, I check that there aren't people around.
You're downtown London. There are always people around. So he's gone. You guys are like sitting in the room talking. He just left with the train.
Good God. That man.
Go deal with that. I'll deal with this.
Okay.
Here, give me your key. Unless you mind me touching your stuff.
I don't mind at all, Charlie.
Wonderful.
You are great. That Reggie.
Are there any parks nearby?
Yes, yeah. There's a little, about a block down on the left, there's like a small green square.
I try and find the most secluded part of the park, and if there's any people around,
This time it's evening, so there's not many people sitting in the park. This park it's not huge. There's a little plinth in the middle, and there are benches around it. But there's a couple trees. So it's not, it's more a square than it is a park.
I'm going around to the different people, and I'm giving out tenors to ask them to leave.
All right. Everyone is only too happy to be paid to not be near you.
He's got that kind of air about him.
And then I put the train down and I turn it on backwards.
Okay. You realize you don't know what, there's only on and off. sure what backwards means in this capacity.
Sure.
I mean,
Would I know that turning batteries around might make it go backwards?
do you have any electrical engineering?
Electrical repair, I have 10.
You can make a roll.
Okay.
You got a puncher's chance.
You can certainly try.
It's an 80.
All right. Yeah, you're pretty sure the battery makes it go.
But you don't think Reggie would know to flip the batteries to make it go in reverse?
No.
Okay.
I don't even think that really works. I don't know.
I think it might.
Yeah, I don't. Because I don't know. So,
I guess I'm looking at the tracks and seeing if there is an obvious forward direction, and if I turn it around and then make it go the opposite direction.
make me a spot hidden roll.
You got it. Oh, that's much better. 29 out of 55.
All right.
Have you
So,
already checked that?
I'm sorry?
Have you already checked that?
yeah, if you haven't, make sure you check it off when you make a skill.
No.
When you make a skill roll, you check it so that it can
Yeah,
get
so that-
increased later.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Glad to help.
All right, so this is going to you spend a minute looking at this thing, and as you get to where you're going to get to, Erna's going to come running up. You realize that the symbols on the back of the train that are in the shape of the thing are kind of matched on there. And so if you run, you can kind of turn the train around and run it the other way. And
Perfect.
so you align that. But you're sitting there, he's like sitting there, the set is on the ground, and he's like looking at the train, the bottom of the train.
I'm like full on my knees, like I'm sitting on the ground in my nice clothes, like very.
Why
out of
did you
character.
leave without us?
I'm sorry, what? Oh, Erna, hi. Just going to be getting the professor back. And
Without me?
Alexis is, well, you want him back, don't you?
Yes. I don't.
Well, let's get him back then.
Yes. Ugh.
So you put the train down?
I do.
All right. So there's a super uncomfortable, like it feels like it takes this train 8 days to make a circuit.
I have not been keeping track.
It's been one. It's gone one time.
Oh.
Can you count to one, Reggie?
Yeah, one. I did it.
In the space of it going around 75 times, do I have enough time to pack her stuff, my stuff, Rudolph's stuff, and borrow a?
What about my stuff?
I don't have your key.
What about my thing?
I don't have your key. You left so fast that I couldn't get your key.
But what about Reggie?
I love you to pieces, my boy, but also
So yeah, you get everything packed up, and they will it's very snootily allow you to store the 4 large what do you doggone it, lockers that you have of clothes and stuff behind in the they'll put it in the storage closet until you come back when you've found rooms at the Swansea Arms or something.
wonderful. Thank you so much. And then I'm gonna take off, hoping that I'm right, that they've gone to someplace green that is out of the way a little bit.
All right, so make me a luck roll.
35 out of 75.
All right, so you see them off in the distance. Both of them are on their knees, like looking at this train set. And so you like take off running to where they are. And you get there right as she says 74.
I do not like running like that.
Charlie,
We all might want to step back.
we need to get on this train. You know how to jump on trains. What's a good technique?
Hope to God it slows down around a corner.
Okay.
Back up.
What I was just saying.
You hear,
I translated it into us.
and then you hear like the squeal of brakes, and there is just a blinding light as coming right at you is a train appearing out of nowhere, rails, sort of ghost rails under it, brakes screeching as it comes to a stop, and stepping out of, there are 2 passenger cars. And stepping out of the first passenger car is a translucent porter who steps out, blows a whistle that is silent, and then mouths some words that you can't hear.
Probably all aboard or something.
And he gets a pocket watch, and then he pulls a cord on the side of the train, and coming off of the train are about a half dozen people who are dressed in very old-timey clothes. They have like parasols and, they're very well dressed, straw hats and this sort of thing. And they are not transparent, however, but they are totally white. I think this is an appropriate time for a sanity roll.
Oh.
So everybody roll, you want to roll under your sanity.
Oh man, this is my first sanity roll.
Oh, please tell me you fumbled.
Did not fumble, but I did get it.
Failed.
All right.
Wait, would you like a reroll? I'll second you if you'll second me.
Well, and I think he wants a reroll too.
I could.
Yeah. You've got the bits.
We do.
Let's use them.
All right,
Let's
so-
use them.
The
Roll them
non-binary dice
bones.
are out of
I'll use
commission
different
for now.
dice. This one.
Those are the ones that have been rolling so well.
They've been rolling really well until I rolled sanity.
Oh, still. Was it a Nick?
It's a 93 this
Ooh.
time.
I rolled a 90.
Oof, I'm the only who made it then. 27 out of 70.
All right, so the 2 of you that missed it are going to lose 3 sanity. And how does this manifest? Are you like, is there a noise? Is there like some reaction? This train just appeared out of nowhere and people are getting off of it.
I think Erna's probably been barely holding it together, like, since she heard that, since the house, probably, but, like, especially since she heard that Rudolph disappeared. That was, like, a trigger for her. So she's been, like, just barely holding it together, and I think that for her it manifests as, like, she starts hyperventilating.
Okay.
And just, like, is, like, this doesn't make sense, and it's hyperventilating.
Yeah. Okay. What about for Reggie?
Oh no.
That is a terrifying answer to that question. So you are standing between Erna, who's like leaning over and he who is laughing hysterically.
Okay, Charlie's the sort of person who puts all sorts of weird things in his pockets, so he's gonna like check his pockets very, very like mechanically to see if he has a paper bag or anything similar.
Everybody make me a luck roll.
Well, there's my good luck again.
Fumble.
Oh, fantastic. All right, so you're laughing hysterically.
99.
Yes. All right, so you're like looking, going, I thought I had a paper bag somewhere. And you're like leaned over. One of the pale people comes up to you and says, "What time is it?
I don't know.
What time is it?" And then it takes your hand and says, "It's time to go." And you start getting pulled onto the train.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like barely like being tugged along, like not really fighting it, but not knowing to go forward.
So he's getting pulled onto the train.
Okay, I'm going to abandon what I was just doing and like almost football tackle to get him away from this ghost.
There is... make me a con roll.
We're rolling hot tonight. I should get new dice.
Would you like to borrow some of mine?
No, I've got a couple in
Then
here.
you should,
It's a
take them out.
94.
All right, that's not a fumble,
Do you
but
want to
You do not notice anything. All right, so
I don't notice a damn thing.
you're gonna you're tackling Reggie to try and...
I'm trying to get him separated away from this ghost thing because I can see that he's... And him being pulled into the train is a little bit more immediate right now.
Yeah. So now there's about a half dozen people who are surrounding all of you going, "What time is it? It's time to go." And they're like reaching.
It's not time for us to go.
The train is leaving.
Not with us on it.
I mean, I'm trying to find Uncle Rudolph. That's my concern. So I think that Erna, I mean, if she has like control of, like, I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't. I mean, look, you didn't. So missing a sanity roll. If you lose more than 5 sanity, then you're like fight, flight, whatever. But if you lose less than that, you're just like, whoa, that was a moment.
Okay, yeah. So she like gets control of her breathing to an extent, and just starts like running through people and is like going down the train.
Make me a con roll.
Okay. I passed. Yeah.
Okay. There is a weird. You almost feel like a tingle, like numbness a little bit when you like push people aside as you touch the weird ivory people.
Okay, I think I'm trying to avoid touching them then, and then I'm
Are you running along the train, looking in the windows, or are you going in the train?
I think I'm along the train.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm like yelling for
All right,
Uncle Rudy.
About the same time, you grab Reggie.
I'm going to get the professor off the train.
If you go onto the train, you might not come back out. And then we have 2 people to try to rescue.
And
look from the outside. Honey.
And you go and Erna takes off running along the train.
Just in
I'm
case.
not that bad.
I don't know.
He keeps tipping it in dumb directions.
I don't know why I'm...
We all have our weird little
You gotta
things.
fiddle with something.
Yeah. For the podcast listeners, they're making sure I can see the players' names because I am notorious for forgetting players' names.
That was quite the NPR voice
Yes.
right there.
This has been.
Is 2013.
Yeah, but I'm trying to yeet him away from this guy. How hard is this person holding on to him?
Not very hard.
Okay.
No, yeah, you get him away. So you're running along the train. There's only 2 cars. So you make it along the first car. The second car, nobody's come out of. And you get about halfway through the car, and all of a sudden, in the window, a man pops up and looks out at you and like starts banging against the window.
Do I recognize him?
Make me... Boop, 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 boo. What would we call this? Make me an intelligence roll.
Okay. Yeah. God damn. A 10. Yeah.
Kind of looks like Randolph Alexis a little bit.
Well, if Randolph
Although this guy's in bad shape. His hair is very long. He's got kind of Howard Hughes nails that you can see as he's like banging.
Well, I mean, Erna's like thinking, and she's like, if he's been in there a long time.
Actually, he pulls out a pocket watch.
Yeah, if he's been in there for a long time, this is a natural progression. And if he's in there, then Uncle Rudy might be in there. So is there a door or something that I can open?
There is a door to the train. It is there's you step up at either edge. There's a platform. You saw this in the middle, so you're going to need to go either way. The ivory people are getting on the train again.
I don't have time. Yeah, I go to the closest one, closest door.
Okay, yeah. So you go in the back door.
Yeah.
And you go up to the door, and it's locked. And the guy like is running up to the door, and he's trying to open it.
Oh, Uncle Rudy taught me how to break into places. This was last session. Well, does it seem like a card would work, or is this not a card situation?
Oh, I love it. You can totally do that. Make me a dex roll.
Okay.
Do we see her?
You saw her run down to the end of the train.
Oh, that's a hard success.
But yeah, once you get done tackling, you both get up just in time to see her jump on the back of the train.
Motherfucker.
I'm going to approach the conductor.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, excuse me, sir. We have passengers who need to get off.
For the podcast listeners, he's mouthing words that aren't heard.
Would you be able to get the door for us?
And he like just beckons, like, go on.
I try the door.
It opens.
Are there people that I see inside?
They're all ivory.
Okay, but nobody I recognize.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. A different car. Would you let us on? No, there's no room there. I understand, sir. I understand.
And he gets on the train and he pulls that cord again. And the horn of the train.
I get back down and go off and I yell out to you two. It's about to leave. Whatever you're doing, hurry up.
So you get the door open. It sounds like you made a very
hard
good
success.
roll.
Yeah.
All right. So you click it, and the guy who's there says,
Get out! Get out! Is there a man who looks not like me, but an older man who,
Sword Cane?
Yes! Sword Cane! Yes!
He's in the other car.
What?
They've got him at the station.
I start yelling.
Wait. What? How? What?
Get out of the car!
What? But we gotta. I gotta get my stuff.
I don't care about your stuff!
Make me a spot hidden roll.
I gotta get my stuff. Who is this? Reginald Sterling?
Insane.
Wow.
Yeah, you rolling that?
All right, you're gonna wish you hadn't made this roll.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I made a critical success.
All right, so new worlds open to you. This train is covered in viscera. Oh. There's like blood everywhere, and because you made that, there's the creepy train. Because you made that awesome roll, your eyes are drawn. In the middle of the compartment is a model of that train built out of human parts. Ugh.
I'm guessing I might have to make a roll here.
I think a sand roll is, a sand roll is entirely appropriate. It is, some of it's still wet.
Ugh. Did he use Rudy to make the train?
I don't get it.
You failed?
Yeah.
Do you want to re-roll before we get a result?
I've got my name card one.
You might as well.
Yeah.
All right, somebody gonna second it?
Second.
All right.
Third.
Written in stone.
Okay. These don't roll good on sanity. They roll amazing on everything
anything
except
else.
for sanity.
She's gonna have different dice for every skill.
Yeah. I'm building a...
You're figuring out what the palette is.
It's parrot shark for me, baby.
Still fail.
Oh.
Just barely this time.
All right, so
You want to lie?
oh wow, you're gonna lose another 3 sanity.
Baby girl.
You're not in a good place right now. All you can think of is, did this man kill your uncle to make that model?
Mm-hmm. Well,
You bastard! Did you kill him?
Who?
The Sword Cane man!
He had a sword cane. How could I kill him? He's in the other car. They left him. They took him in there, and then he's at the station.
He's...
Hold on, I gotta get my stuff. And he goes to the model, and he starts trying to pick up this, like, ropey, gross red stuff. And it keeps, like, he's like, how? I gotta have, my father won't, if I don't have the train, he won't,
I'm yelling what I heard to you all. Probably a little on
Yeah,
the
she
hysterical
leans
side.
over and she screams, he's at the station!
so
Uncle Hoodie!
What station?
so there's 2 passenger cars.
Yes. One
I checked the first one.
One is all the ivory, weird, pale people.
One
the
is
other one is
Viscera.
just this guy.
And Viscera.
Yes.
Okay. And so ostensibly Rudy is in the spirit realm dimension station.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, as far as you can
as we
understand,
can understand, yes.
The guy's like, close the door so they don't get in.
Who?
They?
They.
All right. They, not my friends. Other people?
You have friends?
This feels like a burn.
I want friends. It's been.
Does the math
Hold on,
in
and
his
he
head like his dad?
No, he starts looking at blood marks on the wall. It's been 23 years, 28 years. I would love friends.
Oh, God.
Will you be my friend?
We have a lot to talk about before then.
But,
Wait! Oh God, it's gonna leave! I gotta get the train! And he goes back to trying to pick up the. So you guys are running up.
I'll
Yeah.
come up and run up and say he's at the station.
So do we have to ride the train?
Close the door, or the seals will get messed up.
Is this Alexis?
Why? What is this?
Alexis,
This model.
we have the train out here.
Why? You have the train?
We have the
We
train.
have the real one. Where is the station?
It's in there.
And where is he pointing?
You're pretty sure he's pointing not in London.
We have to get on the train.
Someone has to stay out here and run the train backwards, though, to get it back.
I'll do it.
Absolutely not.
But oh wait, no, I want to stay with friends. I have friends now.
If only Jeremy was around.
My name's
Charlie, I trust you. Stay outside.
Alan? Yes. Hello, Alan.
Wait,
Erna, are you sure?
I'm sure.
the train horn sounds again.
Is
And the
Erna getting
conductor-
on the train? Erna, are you going to the station?
Yes.
I'll run the train back. I can count.
But then I only have 2 friends.
But if we're able to get this guy Rudolph off the station, you'll have 4 friends when we come back around.
He didn't want to be my friend.
Well, he's kind of a crotchety old man, but
He didn't like my train set.
Your father's expecting you. Yes.
we have the real train. This was a very
The real train?
We have the real
This is a
train.
very good copy. You've done.
He makes a
done well.
break for the door. And he's trying to elbow past you.
Yeah. Let him go.
But if he gets the train, then...
We won't be able to run it backwards to get anyone else off.
I mean, I try to stop him.
I'm pretty sure I can overpower.
I do not believe you for a second.
Have you ever tried? You've tried to tackle a
I mean, I think Ernest's still half convinced that he killed
Yeah?
Uncle Ricky.
Yeah, all right. So, do you have fight brawl?
I mean, no.
All right.
Other than the normal.
Yeah, all right. So this will be an opposed fight brawl. This guy does not look like a fighter either.
Okay.
Oh, but he rolls an odd 3.
I didn't get it.
All right. So you kind of try and grab him.
Yeah.
And he's now he's halfway out the door.
I
So
would try to stop him.
all right. So you can try and oppose this roll.
I do have fight brawl.
Okay, you're gonna need a very good roll because he rolled an odd 3.
I also rolled an ought 3,
Oh,
which
man
is
alive.
a critical success.
Man alive. All right. So
Holy crap!
nice job. Yeah.
So you are
Beautiful.
holding on to him, and he has pulled you out of the train now. So you are both now on the out of the train, and he's just looking at you wild-eyed saying, "You have to let me go!"
Erna, I'll run the train backwards. I swear.
All right. I trust you, Charlie.
Well, then I'll go with Erna.
You take care of her. I swear
will,
to God.
Of course.
Don't split the party! Everyone knows that!
Well, then
All my friends need to stay together. I'll go with you.
Then get back on the train, you idiot.
Oh God, getting on the train.
No, how? All right.
Who's going to run the train then, Alan?
The train, I built the train.
How about?
Real train, Alan. This is Eviscera.
How about you stay with me and you sit here and you breathe the beautiful, free London air, and when we'll give it about a half hour, and then we'll run the train back. Show me how you did it.
28 years.
And now you're out, and you're here, and I'm your friend.
I ate so many people.
I completely believe that.
It's already backwards. You just have
run
to
it?
turn it on.
All right.
I ate so many people.
Get on the train.
Yes.
Get Rudolph.
All
Why
right.
am I so hungry?
Because you ate people.
I ate so many people.
It's not very satisfying. How about How about
Very satisfying.
It really is. They taste so good.
Oh, it is satisfying. You shouldn't listen to him.
how about we get you some nice vegetables? Something green for the first time in probably 28 years.
Oh.
All right.
No, shall we?
We shall.
I made myself cry. So
Feelings.
on command. So he'll sort of collapse sobbing into your arms. At this point, you realize he's covered in blood as well.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Most of it's dried.
That's good. That's a start.
So you two get on the train. All right, and you get off the train.
Yep.
He almost like tries to get back. He like is fighting a little bit, not much, but he's just like, I've 28 years.
And now you're free.
And the train's gone.
All right.
There is like the Back to the Future fire track on the ground. Ouch, my eyes hurt.
And I'm gonna pull out my, like, reach under him, pull out my pocket watch, and make note of the time. I'm gonna wait a half hour.
He's just staring at the train, and he's like, It worked!
It did.
I sent my father a dream to do that. I had to kill 2 people to send him that dream.
How did you get nabbed in the first place?
The train I was on crashed, but it didn't crash. It went somewhere else. And oh God, do they know how to work the seals?
No.
Probably not.
Oh God, the door was open. It broke the seals. The things can get in. I made magic seals to keep those doors. You have to bring them back.
How long does it take to get to the station? You were able to keep track of the years. Were you able to keep track of other time?
We were always at the station, but we were never at the station. The train was always going, but we were never moving.
No, that's about as sane as anything I've heard tonight.
I'm really hungry.
I'll bet you are.
What do we see?
And I am 5,000% not your snack, so let's go find you something actual to eat.
He like starts looking at people.
Nope. Now that you're out here, people are no longer food. Do you understand?
I have a question for you.
You say yes or I drown you in the Thames. What?
On your train rides, have you encountered cannibalism?
Darling.
We almost got the spit take.
On your train, that's a bad meal car.
You said you've been you've seen some weird stuff
Yeah, what kind of weird
in
stuff?
America, things that
you
go
seen
bump in the
some-
night.
Now I want to make a module about hobo cannibals. They're like marking houses, fat people here.
Well, I don't know. You alluded to some stuff earlier. So.
You've heard stories of the Wendigo,
Okay.
and I'll leave it at that.
So you're going to leave to go get some food?
Leave the train there?
No. Fuck. Is there anyone who...
Pick it up.
No, I cannot. It's a 3x3 board. The
big.
fact that you got it out.
Charlie's not a tall
All right,
man.
fair enough.
Charlie's a size 50 person. He's not a big boy.
Alan is he's tallish. He's, 6 foot,
Yeah,
but
gangly.
yeah, he's very gangly. He takes after his mother.
Oh. Is there anyone who has come back to investigate the noise? Any of the
There are a few people who are just like, well, that was curious.
Are there anyone?
English.
I know. Well, that's interesting.
I say, you don't see that every day, do you?
Is there anyone who looks like they're more on my social strata?
Sure.
Okay. I'll try.
Flat caps.
Yeah.
There's a newsie.
Yeah. I'll try to catch a newsie's eye and be like, "Oi. Can I ask you a favor?"
Oh, sure.
Right. Cool.
Can
Excellent.
I eat you? What?
No. Shush. Just
I asked permission.
Consent's important.
consent is a very important thing, but that is not something you can ever ask anyone. Do you understand?
Let's say yes.
Let's go with that for now. Young man, my friend here is very hungry, so hungry he could probably eat a horse. Do you know anywhere nearby that does takeaway food?
Yeah, I could get you something, sure.
Right, and I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out a 5-pound note.
All right. Whoa.
Whatever's left over from this is yours, but I want it to be reasonably good food because my friend here feels like he hadn't eaten in 20 years.
Oh, a meat pie will get him right.
Let's not go for any kind of meat if you can avoid it.
Vegetarian options, please.
Anything,
20s England.
I know. Anything green that is going to be a winner here. And not green from mold. I know the difference.
So, you want me to find a to-go salad?
Yeah, if you can find one.
Carbs are okay.
Carbs.
A loaf of bread, maybe?
Not meat. God, no. A loaf of bread, some cheese.
I'll get you a loaf of bread and cheese. No problem. You just bring it back to the park. You're having a picnic.
Bring it right back here.
Alan keeps trying to walk behind the newsie, and the newsie keeps angling so that Alan is never behind him.
Smart kid. I just look at Alan and give him the I'm watching you. Sit. No. You sit your ass down right there. Sit.
He sits down, kind of sheepish. We cut back to the train.
Bad lost soul. Bad lost soul.
Bap.
And it's kind of like the train, you feel the train moving, but outside there's just nothing. There's not a color, it's not white, it's just nothing.
Well, this is okay, Reggie, because this is what I wanted. I wanted to go to the place where my people are, and they are here. And
Anna?
they've been here for 12 years, maybe?
Anna?
Yes?
I'm sorry.
Oh. Thank you, Reggie. For what?
Make him spell it out.
Which thing?
Not wrong.
I know you're concerned for your uncle, and my actions back there could be perceived as selfish, and my actions were to get your uncle back. I'm sorry I didn't include you in that.
Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate you reaching out in this moment when I feel very vulnerable.
Well,
And you probably feel vulnerable too.
I feel great.
That is weird.
But I want you to know that I care about the professor as well.
Yeah, that's good. He is, yes, he means a lot to me, as is obvious. And I appreciate all the help you've been the past few days. We haven't known each other very long, but I know I've been a little short with you. And I'm sorry.
I don't consort with academics much.
That doesn't surprise me.
And I'd imagine you don't consort with
How would
philanthropists?
you? Sure. Okay. Yeah. If that's how you want to identify yourself. Yes.
Well, that's what Mother does.
Yes.
And I definitely don't run a rail empire, so.
Yes. Me neither.
We're going to get him back.
Yes. We are. We are. And we're going to figure all of this out. It has to make sense. At some point, it will have to make sense.
I don't know if it does. But we are going to get your uncle back.
All right. Sounds good. Yes.
You're stepping in a ribcage.
So yeah, there is in the middle of the carriage that ersatz model that he used little bones to like make the elevations. Oh. It is a perfect copy. It was before he tried to pick it up.
He put a lot of work into this.
28 years?
He put a lot of people into this.
I think on some level, Erna is like, this is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. Hands down. But also, he was alive. 28 years in this place, and he was alive. So I think there's some level of like...
Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's hope. And then so she starts like, the gears start turning again, and she starts looking at the space and like trying to figure this place out.
So, and as you start to look around, you see that the door that you didn't come through, which is connected to the first car, has written in blood symbols that look like the symbols on the small train all around the door and kind of across the seal of the door. And you notice that the door you came from, like those have been like the symbols have been smeared.
And I heard him say something about the seals.
Yeah.
Can I fix it?
I mean, you could maybe try and copy what you see on that door. So when you go up to that first door, there's just a white person staring right through the door from the other car. And like, it just starts to reach out and it hits the door and it stops. And then it's just like against the glass.
Okay, that's disturbing. We're not going to look at that too much. But the broken
look at the bloody symbols.
I'm going to stare at those bloody symbols instead. That is so much better.
So you think that you could try and copy it? I feel uncomfortable asking this question.
Where is the blood coming from?
I mean, you can.
There is viscera.
Yeah, no, you could probably find.
What's going to be more disturbing to Erna? How much has been broken? Like, how much blood do I need?
You have no idea. That is not a.
I think that I would start.
You start doing the math of like.
Well, no, I think I would start using my own blood.
Okay.
And because I think that would be less disturbing.
Sword cane.
Yeah, I've got my sword cane. I'll finally use it, and like not here because that's.
Thank you.
That's an artery.
Erna, what are you doing?
This is one of my pet peeves. But
Maybe here. This is meaty.
Erna, there's blood everywhere. We don't need.
I don't want that blood.
Why not?
I don't want that blood. There's an episode title. Welcome to YouTube. I don't want that blood.
I don't want to think about that blood too much, so I'm going to think about my own blood.
What are you doing?
I'm resealing the door, Reggie.
So
what can I do?
This nutcase
Yeah.
is drawing things she saw on another door. She's trying to copy them on this door.
To be fair, I don't think that this comes off like.
Yeah, it's true. You wouldn't feel that way. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, what do you need?
I need blood, Reggie.
Okay. Okay.
But I will use my own for a little bit.
No,
and we'll see how
no.
much.
Stop. And then I take out my.
That Bowie knife.
Bowie knife.
No. I have the mallet. The mallet blade. I take out the mallet blade.
The first damage we've done with these is self-inflicted.
Here.
And he does it on the other.
Oh, Reggie, you don't do it on this part.
It's
you
fine.
do it on this part.
It's not my first time.
Okay.
So every time you look out the window, as you're like doing, your stomach gets queasy.
Okay.
As if you're like looking over the edge of a chasm. But there's nothing. I mean, it is the absence. It's not nothing. It's the absence of everything out that window.
Okay. I think that like Erna's.
The absence of everything would be a good episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the name of my experimental.
Band.
Yeah.
The opposite of everything, everywhere, all at once. Nothing, nowhere.
Never.
So I think that Erna is learning quickly to compartmentalize. She's like, I'm going to look.
Make me a POW roll.
Okay. Not my best at, but we will see.
This is why Charlie should have gone.
I made it.
Okay. So you feel like you are copying the symbols. It's slow going.
Yeah.
And you are... you're getting very tired for some reason. You feel like as you draw these symbols, like some part of you is being infused into these symbols. Where Reggie's like, but it's my blood. You feel great.
I do feel good.
Make me a spot hidden roll, because you're just sort of, what do you do when you're being used as a blood
As an inkwell?
Yeah. Okay. You notice
I already did it.
some of, like an ivory person is climbing up on the roof from that door. And you can hear...
Erna,
Dunk, 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 dunk.
our friends are trying to crash our party.
Can I go faster?
Can
Sure.
I help? May help her
Sure,
go
make me a
faster?
POW roll.
Power roll.
Is that 100?
I got 100?
Fantastic. All right, so
I've been playing role-playing games for like 8 years, and I've never rolled 100.
fantastic. I'm going to make you an offer.
No!
Do you create or destroy?
Ooh.
It's a very complicated question for Reginald Sterling, especially at this juncture of the story.
Blood magic is complicated stuff, man.
You didn't have breakfast first.
That's
That
right.
was your problem.
Oh, that's a reference to a past campaign.
Also, just facts.
Straight facts.
I see the people I hear the people crawling. I remember the feeling, the weird feeling. And I see her arm dripping with blood, and I see my hand dripping with blood. And I hear the stern voice of my father starting to echo. Get it done. Get it done. For the family, for the family. And I choose create.
Okay. So you put your hand on the door, and there is as you touch the door, this golden light goes all the way around the door, and there's suddenly just a wall there. There's no door.
I think I did something.
Reggie, I mean, maybe you saved us.
I'll probably fall down to my knees.
Yeah, you're a spent.
Yeah.
Like,
Are there windows on the other side?
there are no windows to this train. There's no doors.
Oh, dear Reggie.
I think I did something.
Yeah, you did something.
I haven't felt this way since that one match in Vienna.
I thought this was going to be a reveal about a dark past, but no, it's just a polo thing.
What?
Is it just polo? Is that what you're actually
Yes.
saying? Yeah.
It was a weekend. It was a whole weekend.
This is not the...
We're safe though now, right?
We might be trapped, Reggie.
Also something
Reggie,
not the first time.
we are dabbling in things we do not understand, and that is not my want. But
See, you tend to need to understand.
yes,
I find not understanding a sort of a freedom. It allows you to do a lot more
do a lot more badly.
That's subjective.
Fair enough. This is... Okay.
You definitely still hear things on the roof.
Okay, so we're still in the train. At least it feels that way to me. So it means that we can get out. Can I, like, kind of inspect the wall? Like, try to figure out, like, what's the thickness?
It feels like, warm and fleshy.
Oh, Edgy. What? Oh.
And
What did I do? What is it?
We're not going to.
I go and I touch the wall. Oh,
Yeah.
gross. Oh,
pretty
that's
sure,
awful.
like, you touch it and did you feel a heartbeat?
Oh. Maybe knowing is better. Maybe not knowing in this situation is best.
I'm starting to see your way of thinking about things.
I'm just...
I just need to know enough. I need to know the right specific thing that I need to know.
Oh, that's the same with me. Yeah.
Don't say that.
No, we do.
I don't want to have anything in common.
We have common ground.
no.
This is amazing. Maybe I'll read a book.
Yes,
Maybe I'll read a book.
yes, that Orient Express book that you got. Yeah,
I do.
You got plenty of time.
Hopefully not. Okay. It's fleshy, but I'm trying. This is so weird.
Fleshy
This is
Reggie.
all so weird. But I'm trying to get like context clues. We're trying to get to the station, so I would want to try to, like, presumably, I didn't hear the stuff about it moving and not moving, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to hear like telltale signs of a train pulling into a station.
Right.
And that's when I'm like gonna try to get out of this.
Right. To you, that would be like brakes,
Yeah.
squealing, and
Oh, sorry.
no, and you know, usually they blow a horn. They blow the horn before they come in. You don't feel that rocking motion that you're used to in a train. It doesn't feel like you're moving.
I look for a call box.
Oh.
I know trains.
Yeah.
Is that about not
There's a
traveling
way
via
to,
train?
like an emergency.
So what this is literally a tube
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you yell in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in the front. It is covered in flesh.
Of course it is.
Shocking.
It kind of looks like an ear.
Erna,
Yes, Haji?
I think that we are actually well suited between the two of us of navigating this space.
Okay.
You are one of facts,
Yes.
and I am one of feelings.
Okay.
And I think we may be in a place of ideas.
Okay.
Now, I wanted to protect us, so I created these walls.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Yes. You put your bloody hand on the wall.
I did, yes. But I think if we had the idea of stopping this train,
At the station.
perhaps we'd be able to. Now, on a normal train, I'd be able to tell them whatever I wanted. So, maybe if we try together to tell them what we want, we can get it.
If we say it with enough authority.
Generally, that comes from having enough money, but I don't know if that would really work here, which...
I don't think bribing them will
No,
work,
I
if that's the question.
No, I'm saying maybe...
But if you believe that money will work, then maybe that makes sense.
Maybe it will.
Yes. Reggie.
Let's go yell at the
Okay,
people out.
okay, yes.
And
We will carry our way into the station.
sometimes a well-executed asymmetrical haircut will get you exactly what you need.
So yeah, you walk up to this weird fleshy ear.
Would you care to start the badgering?
Sure, yes. Excuse me, is anyone there?
We'd like to get off, please. We need to get off this train. Please stop it immediately.
At the station.
We need to stop at the station. Stop this train immediately. I will be talking to your supervisor. I don't know if it worked. You want to give him a little bit more?
Yes, I'll try. Excuse me, sir. It is very urgent. We need to get off at the station.
I don't think you believe it hard enough. Your uncle is there.
Oh, jeez.
You won't be able to get to him unless this person stops the train. Erna, tell him how you feel.
I'm gonna put my hand on the blood, and I'm gonna put my hand on the ear, and I'm gonna say, "You're going to stop at the station right now, you ingrate! And I will have a door in this train car if it is the last thing I do!"
Make me a POW roll.
Can I help with that?
Not really.
Okay.
I did it. I didn't regular.
Okay. So you touch the ear with your bloody hand.
Yeah.
And the ear turns back into metal.
I start rubbing my hand. I'm trying to find the spots where the door was specifically.
All right. You are like, it's super gross.
Yeah.
Because you're like touching. It's like rubbing. It's the worst
Exposed.
massage you've ever had to give. And like as you it's warm and it's fleshy, but it has the give and consistency of silly putty.
Oh.
It's like you keep pushing in and like a weird little divot will appear and then it'll slowly like bloop back.
I don't think we knew that this was the body horror episode, but here we are.
You just
Brought it
didn't-
up during the break. I shouldn't have brought it up.
You just didn't know which body it was going to be.
Yeah, so I'm specifically going for the space where the sealed door was.
All right. Both of you make me a con roll.
Sometimes trains are bodies too.
I mean, we do call them she.
Oh, man. All right.
Hearts.
All right.
Yeah, I
so,
got a 12.
man, you both. All right. So you both lost, you know, not a lot of blood, but you've lost more blood than you care to lose.
Oh.
For the podcast listeners, there was just some premature jocularity and celebration there.
And we will pay for it.
Gotta take it where we can, Ezra.
So you, you know, but you're starting to realize how long it's been, A, since you ate anything,
Yeah.
and B, since you slept, and a lot has gone on. You're not, you know, you're not like stumbling around or anything like that, but you're definitely starting to feel fatigue and, you know, you're both used to a certain level of comfort.
Yeah.
That is, you know, like,
Of course.
you're not used to feeling hungry.
Lucky.
What is this?
Charlie would have been so much better in this situation.
Probably.
I did offer to stay.
Speaking, we zip back to the park, and Alan is just staring at the train. He's just like,
Yeah, it's actually here.
my,
It was a very detailed dream you must have sound.
oh yeah, you see, when you eat someone's kidney,
Ah,
you can enter someone else's dreams.
why the kidney?
Lots of iron.
Oh, I would think the liver would be pretty good for that too.
The liver tastes terrible.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, God.
Is Charlie the one to go?
Charlie's the Wendigo.
If you think he hasn't eaten like cow organ meat before, he was poor.
No, we're playing Monster Hearts now.
Yes, let's.
So your friends, I mean, the seal was broken. They're dead. The passengers are gonna get them. When the passengers touch you, you turn into them. Anybody that got on that train for the last 28 years, one of two things happened. They turned into a passenger, or I ate them.
Jesus.
But you didn't eat
Rudolph, the man with the sword cane.
No, he hard to eat a guy with a sword cane.
I imagine, but he also didn't turn into one of the passengers.
He fought them off.
Well, then that means that there's a secret third option.
Well, I guess.
And it involves a sword cane.
Which
we have.
that if you're smart enough or strong enough or
Or have a sword cane.
or have a sword cane, I guess.
I'm a wizard, and all I could do was seal the train off. I don't know what's happening to him at the station.
How did he get there?
The train's always at the station.
But the train's always moving.
Yes.
So why did he end up at the station and you ended up in the train?
He didn't come into my car. He was on the stairs. He didn't open the door. I wouldn't break the seal.
Oh.
I didn't think I could eat him with he had the sword cane.
Why didn't you mention about staying on the stairs? If they'd stayed on the stairs, maybe they'd be at the station.
The lady came in.
I was so hungry.
We're working.
And she looked delicious.
I mean, she does, but that's
Germans taste like there's cinnamon or something.
Schnitz.
I'm going to take your word for that one.
Oh, you've got to try it.
No, I absolutely do not.
The French, a lot of fat.
I mean, have you seen their diet?
Yeah, it's
Mostly butter.
it kind of turns gristly.
Jesus.
We're going to give them a little bit more time.
But they're dead.
I don't think they are. Call it faith.
What is that?
A Satanist might not know.
A belief in things that you can't see.
Oh, I believe in so many things I can't see.
Well, then, you have a certain amount of faith, don't you? I trust Erna's ingenuity, and I trust that Reggie will bulldoze his way through anything he wants. Between the two of them,
Who are they?
the two that are on the train.
Oh, the German.
Yeah, Erna. Mitts off, mister.
Licking his lips. Germ.
The kid comes back with the bread and cheese. And, like, he's just, like, looking at it like, what do I do with this?
Thank you. I'll say to the kid.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. He runs off.
You put it in your mouth, and you chew, and you swallow.
What kind of people are these?
They're not people, they're food.
If they're not people, why would I eat them?
Because now you're back in the real world, and you're going to have to learn how to eat.
The real world.
You're back in this world.
Kind of tastes like France.
I mean, they do export a lot of cheese.
Not bad, though. And he just starts, like, eating like he's never eaten before.
I'm sure. And I'm watching my pocket watch. And when it hits the half hour, I'm going to start the train running backward.
Okay.
And keeping, like, tally marks in my notebook to make absolutely sure I don't miscount.
He, what am I going to call this? Let's call it a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
You're very focused on the tally marks.
That's a regular success.
All right. He will every once in a while start, like, to reach for the train.
I'll just, like, bap hit the back of his hand with the pencil.
All right. And he'll, like, it's so beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's just like I dreamed.
Let me get my friends out, and you can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Do you have a kidney?
Not for sale or loan.
Or use.
I'm using it.
You know, I thought maybe you were carrying one.
Nope, not on me.
Oh.
And you're going to stay put right next to me. Tick.
I'm still hungry.
I know. We'll get you fed as soon as my friends are out.
Oh, the German.
If you touch her, I will drown you in the Thames myself.
This feels like a very circular conversation.
So, all right, you're keeping hash marks.
Ooh, the German. Ooh, the German. Ooh, the German.
so we come back to the train, and you have been wiping blood all over, and unfortunately, it seems like it only worked on the ear. But you now hear a voice through the squawk box go, what time is it?
It's time to stop. It's arrival time.
Station. At the station.
Stop!
Station arrival time.
Next stop, the station.
Oh, thank God.
All right, I take out the sword cane.
I take out the mallet sword.
And I try to approximate exactly where the door was.
Okay, yeah, you've got a pretty good idea.
And I go next to her and pretend like I know what I'm doing.
We look really badass right now.
Yeah,
Reggie.
Blood is dripping on, you're like, you're slowly.
Yeah, I've actually cleaned it up
Yeah.
and like wrapped it up and been like, okay, we're good.
My hand's dripping.
Oh, Reggie.
I could use a scotch.
Maybe later. And then I want to cut a door.
All right, so swords are really bad at sawing. They're not
You have a
serrated.
Bowie knife on you.
In my other tux, I'm sorry.
It's in the stealth tuck.
Well, this is the best I've got.
So you kind of stab, and the sword goes in all the way.
I try and use the long edge to cut.
All right,
down
so you're
the-
cutting down. All right, it's like that silly putty. You cut, and then it slowly starts to like weave together. Where you stabbed in all the way, as you pull out, some air comes through.
Oh.
If it's silly putty.
Oh.
For the podcast listeners, she just shoved her arms like into the elbow.
You can fit one arm through the hole of the sword cane.
Wait, you're strong.
Yeah.
But this is
I
a
am.
size issue. What's your size?
40.
Yeah, see, your arm can fit in. What's your size?
55.
Yeah, see, his arm might not fit in.
Okay. And I put my hand through,
I try and widen around her arm.
and I'm trying to like
Okay, make me a strength roll.
pull it open.
That's a 1
Yeah, that's not one.
Holy cow.
out of 65.
All right, so he says, Reggie is like, I'll make it bigger, and then just hulks it.
Polo!
You know, I'm not usually into like strength. That's not like a thing for me, but honestly, that was
working.
kind of hard.
Thank you.
Don't worry, Reggie is not on the table.
Regina?
Somewhere, Charlie cries like here.
So yeah, you rip it open, and there's now like a bowling ball sized hole in this thing.
In the flesh door.
And you look out.
You're welcome.
You look out into nothingness, and you see the other car ahead of you, and the ghost conductor is just like looking at you, and he goes,
Okay, let's go.
He mouthed something about the station.
Yes, thank you. I'm also bad at reading lips, so I appreciate the translation.
I only caught that one. I haven't caught any of the other lip reading.
The station. Are we here?
I think we're always here.
Okay, Reggie. Can we get through this hole?
it's not that big, but you can, with some horrible work,
I'm pushing. If it's just the smaller person, I can push her.
well, you cut some more.
Yeah.
Carving the door like
Yeah.
a turkey.
Yeah, it's
What
pretty
a
awful.
perfect thing for this time of year.
It's like that.
Happy holidays.
It's like that column of donor meat, at the and they're just
I don't know what you're talking about. Please continue.
and you've never had a donor or a gyro?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
like those rotating spits.
Yeah, they
of,
like
I
the
got
cone of meat.
I understood it was the word donor that made me go. Somebody
donor,
forget
not
it.
donor.
Yeah, donor is
There's been too much cannibalism.
It's fine. Keep going.
Keep going.
the German version of kebab. We have a late-breaking coin for the players from Griff.
Oh, hey, Griff, thank you.
Griff.
Yes, that's awesome.
This may be a
Lifesaver.
Yes,
We've got 3 left.
okay, you guys had like 20, and now you're dead. Wow.
We've been
been
using
using
that.
You're burning through them.
Had to.
This is the last one of the month, isn't it?
All right, so you. Oh, that's true. Yeah. You carve through, and you know it's more time than anything else. Both of you make me a luck roll.
Okay.
I'm looking for 2 successes here. A hard success counts as 2.
37 out of 55.
69.
All right, so that's one.
lol.
Nice.
nice.
Does that make it?
No.
Okay, so
Can I?
Yes.
Yes.
Thirded.
Boop. Thank you, Griff.
just in time.
Yes. I made it.
Okay, that's 2 successes. So you're at about minute 25, you think. And you can, that it's just big enough for you to slide out.
Thanks.
Gross. Thank you.
I like Foley too.
I should warn you, I have misophonia.
No, thank you. X card.
Oh, no, that was not X card worthy. Just meh.
Good to communicate.
So you come like sliding out, and the conductor's just like,
Fair.
This is normal. This is normal if you're normal.
You're normal. This is normal.
and you don't see any of the passengers around that were around. You see the second car, the doors are open, and as you come out on the stairs, the conductor's on the left. There's a stair on either side. He's on the left side. On the right side, there's sort of the indication of land or a platform or something, but it's almost like a superimposed kind of image of it. It actually feels a lot like some of the images you saw at the Professor Smith's presentation.
Okay. Well, I see some indication of land there, so can I travel along the train to get to him, like from the outside?
So you're going to step off the train?
Can you see Rudolph?
You can't. All you see is nothing.
Well, so my thought was that, is there a way for me to climb on the exterior
Oh, I see. So
to the conductor?
sure, yeah. You can like kind of edge along the train. Do you have climb?
Definitely not.
All right,
I really would have been perfect for that. I put points in climb.
let's call this. So are you trying to go fast and use strength to speed across, or are you trying to be careful and use con to stay up?
Oh, well, it's the same.
Oh, all right.
6 of one, half a dozen
But
of the other.
what happens if you fail is not the same. So
Okay,
which do you choose?
so slow and steady, or like...
Or like trying to get across as fast as possible. One way uses more brute strength. The other way uses kind of, oh, wow.
Strength.
Okay, make me a strength roll.
I didn't fumble. I came close to fumbling.
It was a very close. Do you want to use a bit of Inspirit coin?
Do I get seconded?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Yes, okay.
Only
Suggested
Nick doesn't second
by-
people.
That's fair.
Actually, Nick doesn't get seconded. It's really the...
Oh, yeah.
I fumbled.
That's a fumble.
96? Is a 96
That
a fumble?
is what we call an Emma. Yes, that is a fumble.
Yeah.
Okay. You fall. The last thing
I can't
you
see
hear...
this, right?
No, you're like trying
Yeah.
to like listen, and you hear her like you say, I'm gonna climb,
I'm climbing to the station. I think there's
Okay.
I see some land.
Be careful.
Of course.
And as soon as she says, of course, you hear,
It's not very funny making that sound.
and it just goes on. And we cut back to the park.
Erna?
Oh.
Erna?
So you have a backup character, right?
Yeah, I love Erna too.
I do too. Obviously.
So, minute 30. Mm-hmm. You make the tick mark for minute 30.
All right. Start rolling the train.
All right. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh. That's backwards, though. Why are you running it backwards?
Because that's how we got you out.
Oh.
Running it forwards is how people get taken.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Wait, am I missing something? You dreamed this thing.
I never thought of running it backwards. I guess that's why the passengers didn't take anybody. Huh.
What was it supposed to do running forwards?
The passengers take people. Or I tell people, or I save people from the passengers. And then I eat them.
Well, that's one kind of saving, I guess. All right. So, no touching. It apparently has to go backwards 75 times.
Oh yeah, 75 is a good number.
Why? What is so special about 75?
Well, that was that was how many people I'd eaten.
At that point?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Ah,
How did my dad know that?
dream.
I don't know what's going on with your dad.
I don't know. Your dad.
But he sent the dream to his dad. Mm-hmm. Are we brothers?
Who's the dad? Oh, no.
Who's the dad? Who's the dad?
Reggie, who's your daddy?
I don't know anymore. Did
but
they
yeah,
do a
I'm-
sun swap? I don't know.
I'm taking tally marks as it crosses the point where it started.
Oh, he's counting every one, like rapturously.
Good. I'm also keeping count. Oh God, he's the count.
He's the
One.
the owl from that commercial. 1, 2, 3.
Funny story. That guy
This is getting cut out of the podcast.
invented the first artificial heart. That voice
cool.
actor.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it when actors do cool
Keep
things.
that in. That's good stuff.
Thomas, keep that in, Thomas. I got a thumbs up.
Yeah, they only cut my stuff out. So it's getting you 74.
Yeah, and I'm focused on this thing.
And he goes, oh God, it's coming!
Alan, it's time to move.
The train!
I'm gonna grab him by the scruff and pull him back and away so that we don't get
I think
run
I just
over.
blew out Thomas's ears. Sorry.
And Alondra's.
He is freaking out.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag him back and away.
Make a strength roll.
Make a climb roll. Climb roll.
So sad.
I can do.
Survived for 28 years and then got ran over by the train.
Yeah.
I think that'd be funny. 59 out of 40.
All right. He breaks free and starts running into the streets of London.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
What you gonna do?
You know what? He's out there. He's not getting onto the train, which means that we've done part of what we said we would try to do. Now I want my people back.
All right. You hear a scream off the direction he went.
The worst pies in London.
Yeah, he's going to live his own little musical life over there.
Mea culpa. And the train comes roaring in, and you look immediately for the second car. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't look like it looked last time. The second car is covered in, it's kind of pinkish. Is that skin? You see, are you like yelling out the hole?
Well, I'm like at the hole.
Yeah.
Right.
So you all of a sudden you hear London, and the conductor steps down
No.
from the train and looks at his watch.
Charlie, Charlie!
Reggie, where's Erna?
She was outside of the train. She was outside. You called it too early. Come here. Help me. Help me, Charlie.
Yep.
All right, so
And Charlie is like passing through, like, there's a whole roller coaster of expression since Reggie can't see him. And before he kind of like compartmentalizes and goes and has a look at this hole.
Pull me out. And I like
so
stuff myself in the hole.
The hole is in no way large enough for him to make it through.
Help me get out. I can't get out.
Man, if only Nick was here with some dynamite.
I get that reference.
Yeah, I barely get it.
I get it from previous episodes.
I'll take his hands and like brace my, like grab on, jump, brace my feet, and just like pull with all of my not just my strength, but my weight and leverage.
All right, let's call this, you're going to roll strength, you're going to roll size,
Okay.
and this is your strength against his size.
Okay.
So do you want to fail?
That is 17, so that is a hard success.
Very nice, what'd you get?
39 out of 55.
All right, so he's halfway out. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's a horrible sucking sound as this aperture
fine.
that you don't want to think about is slowly widening. And there's a kind of a weird ripping sound. Also,
I'll bet you never thought you'd be born twice.
You know, I have a cousin who's a religious man.
Different kind.
so yeah, you are hanging halfway out. The conductor looks at his watch again and pulls that cable, and the train horn sounds.
And I'm sorry.
You're halfway out.
I'm halfway out.
Yeah.
Hold the train! Hold the train!
We have a medical emergency, man. A man's having difficulty being born. Medical emergency.
Are my arms out? Can I start pushing myself
Yeah. You're
out?
starting,
Yeah, and I'm gonna like grab the back of his shirt to just like help haul him out.
All right. So yeah, you both get off the train before it leaves.
Okay.
So you pull him off, and the train is gone.
Charlie, I don't know where she is. I don't know where Rudolph is. I don't know where she is. She was climbing on the train, and then we were back in London. I don't know.
Behind you, you hear a voice, and it's Alan. And he says, she's probably at the station.
What? Alan, what is the station?
The station is everything that isn't the train, obviously.
How do you get onto the train from the station?
Well, you have to buy the ticket. You have to pay the cost.
How do you pay the cost? What's the cost?
It's different for everybody.
All right. Who's the ticket taker? Who sells those tickets?
God, the devil, an angel?
Can your father help us with that? Your sickness, aren't you?
My father doesn't help with anything.
Well, if we can deliver you in the train, maybe he will.
You bring the train back, get on the train, go to the station, get your friends, I'll run the train again, I'll bring you back.
I don't think I trust you.
Why?
Because I was in that car and I've seen what you've done.
I ate a lot of people.
Yes, I know.
At least he's honest about it.
Charlie.
I came back because I tried to eat another one, and you can't eat people here.
No, you can't. I mean, I guess physically you can, but...
What the hell's wrong with this place?
Oh, lots of things. That's actually one of the better things about it.
That you can't eat people. Charlie,
Go back,
I'm a little out of my depth here.
find your friends at the station. I'll run the train again, and I'll bring you back.
That laugh inspires absolutely no confidence.
It's inadvertent.
Yeah, that one.
It's infectious. Charlie.
You know it's infectious.
You're bleeding.
Ooh.
No, abso-fucking-lutely not.
Come here.
Oh, God. It's. Oh. Are you Italian?
No.
Huh.
A lot went that
Polish?
in that train car. And I don't know if I can go back. But if you think it would work, I will do it. We do need to get them back.
Yeah, we do. If
I think we missed the gala.
That's fine.
We're going to a gala?
No, I just said we missed it.
Oh. Is dinner served?
You said that Rudolph was on the steps, that he wasn't in the car.
Right, at the station. Yeah.
So
Stay on the steps? Why didn't you tell us that before?
I already.
The lady came in. The cinnamon lady came in.
What?
Don't ask.
If we don't have to go back in the car, I think that would make things a lot easier.
If we can stay, I mean, that's one of the ways that you hobo a train. You hang out between the cars. They're a lot less likely to find you there.
That's good to know.
So, I reckon it's time to hobo again.
I could go for a hobo.
Let's run that train, and I'll set the train again and set it running that 75 times again. Getting real tired of this.
Grateful Dead starts playing.
That could have not have been less numbers.
7,
Reggie, are you sure you can go back?
8,
I've.
29.
What you need to understand is we're not going to a place. We're going to an
31,
idea. It
32,
seems to be a place of
33.
pure.
Dreams.
30,
You could call it that.
He dreamed this thing, this
36.
train. He dreamed it at his father.
37. 38.
It's not that shocking.
39. 40.
That's fine.
41.
Dreams, ideas.
Do you have the mental wherewithal to be doing
43. 44.
Because I think I might be plumb out.
45. I'm getting dizzy. 46. 47.
To get Erna back?
Yes.
Yeah.
49.
And the professor.
50.
That's important.
We told him not to run the goddamn train, and he did not listen. So I'm not opposed to him facing the consequences of his action, but Erna loves him, so
4.
Eternity of void.
5.
that would be terrible.
56.
We're getting close.
57.
You make sure that he gets the train count right.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not.
What?
60.
No.
You're plumb out.
He said
60.
we should go together. I've been in there. This skin is mine.
4.
I made it.
60. 60.
So you birthed yourself out of your own skin?
7.
It's weird in there, okay, Charlie? It's real weird. And I've been through some weird stuff, but that was really weird.
Oh, yeah, no.
74.
Thank you.
There was this time in Portugal.
Let's go.
When I
75.
Back
and
up.
The train, shunk, 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 comes in again. The second car, still gross and horrible. The first car, the passengers get off and they come, the same thing. What time is it?
Oh, sword Kate. Take out your sword.
I don't have.
Take out your.
I don't have one.
What do you mean you don't have one?
I don't carry a sword by trade.
What weapon do you
Can I have a sword?
No.
Oh.
I know how to use a gun and I know how to punch people. I don't
Get
carry
on,
weapons.
Get on.
We get on. I
Come on.
brandish my
Are you
my
getting
sword.
on between car 1 and 2 or at the end of 2?
End of 2.
End of 2.
Okay.
All right. Lesson 1 in hoboing.
How long?
Half hour was too short. Give it 4 to 5 minutes.
45 minutes.
Here, and I'll toss him my watch.
He licks it.
4 to 5 minutes. Do you still remember how to keep time?
Oh yeah, time is super important.
45 minutes, not a second sooner.
Okay.
Do you have a weapon on you?
No!
What? Okay, what?
Normal people don't walk around with weapons.
I do.
You're not normal.
Thank you.
The train leaves. We cut to Erna falling. Falling. You've been falling forever. And it's a horrible feeling for so many reasons. But the worst part is you keep waiting to hit. You keep waiting for that moment of impact that never comes. And you can't tell if you're falling like parachute way or if you're just, you're just flailing. And out of literally nowhere and out of nothing, a hand reaches out and grabs you. And you hear Rudolph say, "Not yet," and pull. And that's where we're going to end
Yes!
today's session.
Well, we didn't make it to the gala, but
They're gonna be so disappointed.
I know. Also, props to the control room for the black background on that boy. That was
Awesome.
Oh, I didn't even notice because my eyes were
It was black.
Like Thomas was right, or Alondra was right there with
That was Alondra.
the train and then bring it. Oh, it was fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That was
We
fantastic.
have the best control room.
Well, friends,
Oh.
Now we're playing Call of Cthulhu.
seriously.
Now we're playing Call of Cthulhu.
yeah.
I need to make a sanity roll.
so the good news is, it looks like the Great Dane Society is back together. The bad news is, we're not going to find out what happens until December because we're going to be off for 2 weeks. So we'll be back on, is it the 4th?
3rd.
The 3rd, December 3rd. We'll be back on December 3rd for a new...
Second,
December
sorry.
2nd, as I said.
Like we said so many times.
Whatever you heard, you're wrong.
We'll be back December 2nd with a new episode. There'll be all sorts of other good stuff here that you all know about. So thank you so much for watching. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, come on. Hit that like and subscribe button. This is good stuff. You want to know what happens here, I'm sure. For the next 2 Mondays, instead of our show, there is going to be an awesome replacement. And that is, it doesn't get better than James running games, sitting in this chair. And he's going to be playing Wander Home, which is a really interesting RPG system that I think you're going to like. And James always does cool stuff. I don't know who's playing in that one.
We'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be exciting.
There will be some people from
love it, James.
Fandover and below, and some other people who have come in.
Ooh, that's right. And special guest Max Headroom. Get excited.
Just have that appear on the wall periodically.
I don't know if that's true.
It was a big get, but we're very excited. So join our Discord. There's a link in YouTube. That'll get you the most up-to-date schedules and let you know all the cool stuff we're doing. And there is a lot of cool stuff going on. Not just actual plays. We've got podcasts. We've got board game stuff going on. There's a lot going on there. So again, if you can, do me a favor, leave a comment on the YouTube of this and let me know how you think Alan is, if you think Alan is actually going to bring them back.
Also, if you join the Patreon, you get to find out what kind of pants I'm wearing.
That's right.
Very true.
This,
The pants
you want to
reveal.
talk about Patreon-only content. What most of you don't realize is that every time we come in here, Dale is wearing... Dale.
We need a different name card.
That's okay, Alex. We were pretty close.
Dale.
Dane of the Great Dane Society. Come on.
yeah.
I'll put it on the
I'd
other
like
side.
to say
of
I did that on purpose.
No, it's okay.
I'm just old and senile.
You do get to find out what kind of pants.
But so for Patreons only, you find out what kind of pants he's wearing. But spoiler alert, it might not be pants.
Who knows?
So right after this, we'll be recording Cthulhu After Dark, so you'll find out then. That is going to do it for the Great Dane Society, so we will see you in December. Feel better, Nick.
Feel better. We love you.
Thank you to Thomas on the zeros and ones and Alondra, who is running the board and doing all the cool stuff. Much appreciated. And we will see you in December. Goodbye, Internet friends.
Goodbye.